Hello, 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 and welcome to another stream. Today I'm so excited because we're going to be playing Final Fantasy. We're going to be playing 13-2, which is my second favorite Final Fantasy, or maybe my favorite. Or maybe as we play through it, it'll drop to my third favorite. I don't know. I don't remember this game that well, so it'll be pretty interesting going through it again for like the first time in like since it came out. But I remember I loved this game, so it should be pretty fun. And yeah, 10-2 is still the best one. So, but with that said, I'm like excited to get this all like going and stuff, because it'll be fun playing Final Fantasy. So let's get this iTunes music out of here. We got that going. Let's try and get the Final Fantasy music in and transition this screen over so we can see. Also, I wish I could show what my setup is for this game, because I have to like use my capture card, and then I have to capture the capture card using Streamlabs, and then I have to capture Streamlabs using my other OBS just so I can see the screen. It's a mess, so I'm kind of excited about that. But with that said, I'm going to be starting on normal difficulty, but I don't remember the difference between normal and easy in this game, so we're just going to wing it. And then also, I don't know how familiar people are with the plot of Final Fantasy XIII or 13-2, so we're gonna jump along in this adventure here and just kind of see. Also, because of the way I'm capturing it, I literally cannot read this font. So hold on. Let me figure this out real quick. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay, yeah. What am I doing? Okay, new save. Okay. I was like, what is happening here? But, okay. It'll just be a little hard for me to read text and stuff, which is annoying, but blah, 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 save. Okay, cool. But let's get into it. Let's see all the plot shenanigans. Let's see how it goes. So, my favorite thing about this game, though, is that it's literally just Pokemon.
Lost, yet time continued onward.
Oh, also let me know if the volume's too quiet or too loud.
Divine Etro, go peacefully to your rest. I will stand guard over your legacy.
It's our girl Pink Hair.
This endless realm is awash with sadness.
Is that Cloud?
Life and death lose all meaning under the rolling waves of chaos. Valhalla. The currents of time do not touch its shores.
Isn't that the new Assassin's Creed game? It's a little quiet. Okay, let's bump it up.
Moments, I begin my life anew.
Hopefully that's a little bit better. Or I could do the voice acting if we need to. Oh yeah, it's confusing. Even if you played 13, this is confusing. But
this eternity, it was never your desire. Is that not so? You...
You ever just get angry, you release a swarm of mechanical bees from the ocean.
Warrior goddess. Now we cross swords!
And then he pulls out the Soul Calibur. Like...
Brace yourself in battle and rejoice!
Also, I forgot that's what Shiva's like in this game, is she's like a motorcycle.
Husk of the wandering comet, I summon thee!
See, this is what I think magic should look like in, like, fantasy settings. It's just ridiculousness. I love how that's how they have to introduce his name. It's just lightning jumping up and being like, full name, first name, last name. It's like, okay.
Save it.
Yeah, so that's the plot. Did we get it? Did it make sense?
Damn you.
Enough. Let's end this.
He's the Arisen.
Cast your shadow over all.
He lost his heart to the dragon.
Of night.
I don't even know what this thing is. He's kind of cool though. Ouchies. And now we got the in-game graphics. This game still looks pretty good, though. Oh, am I fighting? Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Yeah, we're gonna need a tutorial, even though I can't read this font. The ATB system, got it. I'm just gonna hit auto battle over and over, it's fine. Oh, it's Bahamut, okay. I don't remember when this one came out. Or I have to Google it. My guess is like 2013. Maybe. Also, is the volume pretty good now, or is it, do I need to like bump it back down a little bit? I can't really tell, because I know I have a tendency to like mumble. So, but we'll figure it out. It's good? Okay, cool. Sweet. I'll just have to remember my voice lessons of making my voice more forward and present.
Not kidding around, huh?
Also, we better be ready for me to hit auto battle this entire game.
Fulfill your oath.
Or at least since I remember actually how to play this at all. Man, Lightning's just dying. Oh, she could heal herself though. She's fine. 2011? Oh my god. Okay. Dang. 13 came out in 2009? What? Okay. I mean, okay, if we had this kind of quality of graphics like 10 years ago, like, I don't know. I'm like, do we really need to go forward at all? I didn't care. Cause this honestly, like, Final Fantasy XV I don't think looks that much better than this.
Come on then.
Oh god, quick time events? Oh no. Quick time events when I can barely read what button that is?
What's he up to?
I guess I should memorize the controller again real quick. Okay. I mean, it's nice being able to see more people's freckles and stuff, get that freckle representation. But... Who was that?
Right.
Also, even though the game plot revolves around this entire character conflict here, we literally... like, the rest of the game is not really about it, it's confusing. It's like, oh, I have another quick time. What button tags? Okay. I've played too much on the PlayStation. I'll try to explain as much as I can once we get to, like, a pausing point. But also, I haven't played Final Fantasy XIII since I came out, and I never beat 13. I saved before the end boss battle, but I never beat it.
Hours of chaos bend to my will.
That's cool. He made a Blitzball stadium. That's nice.
Keeping up?
No. Not at all.
So you want to destroy everything?
Oblivion is the fate of all things.
Oh, I should have done magic. Dang it. So basically, Caius' stance as a character is, I just think things should die sometimes. We'll just keep doing melee, I guess.
We shall see.
And then Lightning's character stance is like, oh no, I don't like that. Gravity sounds cool.
We're done here. Say goodbye.
Wait, is gravity even a spell that you can use in Final Fantasy XIII? I don't think so.
I must thank you. In these final moments, I have met my finest opponent.
You're finished, Caius!
I love the damage numbers during the cutscene. It's so funny. Because I don't even think you can cast gravity in this game. You might be able to in 13.3, I don't remember, but I don't think it exists in these games, honestly. But lightning's kind of like a god, sort of, kind of thing now.
Of course. The one from the vision.
Tidus is here to save the day.
I know your name.
The one
Noel
from the
Price.
Christmas carols. Noel.
Oh.
Noel's here. Oh man, I should have failed all the quick time events now that I think about it. That would have been funner. Very realistic.
Quickly!
What in the...
I'm here!
Okay, so if someone did catch you and you're falling at that
Valhalla.
speed, I still think all of your bones would break.
You prayed for a miracle, and that brought you here. Or am I wrong?
How did you know?
From Valhalla, I can see everything.
But who are you?
Lightning.
Noel asking the real questions. He's gonna be the Sheva of this game where he's just like, what's going on? Who's that? What's happening? Okay, time to hit auto battle a bunch more. Also, the cool thing is, Noel is like, he first appears in this game, so like, we kind of get to catch up along with him, like we're not supposed to know him already. But like every other character, except for Caius, I guess, and Yule, were like in the first game, so... So we at least kind of gotta like know some backstory about them a little bit, which I can sort of kind of explain. But Noel just, he's here. We'll find out about him as the game goes on. We're getting Mega Flare. How did we live that? I love that I could just hit auto battle a bunch and just kind of let this happen. Oh, I got 5 stars. Oh. 5 stars for just hitting auto battle over and over. Good job, me. That was a bunch of conflama. I don't really understand what's happening here.
How do we fight him?
This is not your battle.
Noel's like, I want to
There's
punch
something
him.
else I need you to do.
I want to throw a punch.
Bring my sister to me. Her name is Serah.
Okay.
Serah's my favorite character in all of Final Fantasy XIII.
You'll need to use the portal. Your time-gazing friend should have told you how it works.
That's a gate? But why me?
Because you're the only one who can. You crossed the void and made it to Valhalla. You can find Serah. And together, you can change the future.
Also, like, every character in Final Fantasy XIII is like the chosen one.
Change the future?
So weird.
Yes.
Oh god.
A good luck charm. Give him to Serah.
When you find Serah, give her this
Right.
bow. Just straight up give
Got
her a
it.
weapon.
I'll track her down.
Merry
What's
Christmas, Serah.
Enjoying our little task.
Caius?
Get to the gate. I'm counting on you.
Okay.
Go! Not this again.
How many times is this man gonna cast Meteor?
Odin! in! Do it!
Then she just throws herself at the meteor.
What the?
Serah!
I know the perfect counter to the spell. My face. Holy.
Gotta go!
My hopes go with you, Noel Kreis. Become an arrow through time, and speed your way to Serah. Be there for her, because I no longer can.
Wow, the emotions. The confusion. So did everyone understand that? Did they follow? Basically, we just gotta find Serah. That's all that's really important. But there's a lot of drama and backstory, I guess. But, eh. We just gotta give Serah a weapon. We just gotta give her, like, a birthday present.
Time flows without pause. In a world where I no longer exist, the future is about to change.
Episode 1, A New Hope. Where's General Grievous at? Where's he? I guess he was in, like, the 3rd movie. Never mind. Imagine you're just at a beach resort.
The truth still survives, but only you remember it.
And this giant rock just slams into the ground outside.
Lightning. She was fighting.
Why does it look really orange here? What is this lighting? The world's slowest shooting star.
Such a strange dream. What? What was that?
She got an outfit change.
Where's clothes come from?
It's fun because in the first game, Serah just like dies immediately. And then this game, Lightning dies like
happening out there?
immediately. It's so good. Like, customize your camera controls. No, it's fine. I can figure out the camera, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know how to move. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Subjects, data log. Oh, yeah, let's go get like an encyclopedia. And we can read a thing that'll explain what happened in Final Fantasy XIII. But maybe it's better if we just don't know. You know? Can she run? Serah, we have things to do. Oh, I can't read these. I'm just gonna make her like... I'm gonna pick like the dumb option every single time. But... Is someone coming?
That guy I saw with lightning.
I guess she
I've seen
dreamt
him
the whole
before.
prologue. That's cool.
Why does he seem so familiar? Maybe we're going to meet in the future.
Girl, pick up this trash that's on the floor. I can jump now, though.
What's happening?
Good question, Serah. Good question. Is everything I remember after? Is that what that says? What does that mean?
This place. Did I always live here?
Oh, she can detect the time stuff's getting all
Are
wacky.
memories just lies? Was it all fake? This has happened before.
I think she also has an ear infection, so her balance is kind of wacky.
When lightning disappeared. Why? I don't know this place. I don't belong here.
Me and a Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. I thought about playing Kingdom Hearts 1, actually. Things is happening.
Serah, come on! Everyone, this way!
Oh, I don't remember these characters at all.
What is that?
Take that!
I kind of dig their designs, though.
Please no.
Serah, kick it. Grab a gun.
Lightning, help me! Get a hold of yourself! Lightning can't protect you anymore! You have to look after yourself now. Do you hear me? Your sister's dead. She can't help you. Oh, bro!
You want her? Then you're gonna have to go through me!
No, how did you get up there? Why was he up there? Oops.
Get up, Serah.
You were in my dream. I saw you.
Save it for later.
Imagine you meet someone and you're just immediately like, I dreamt about you.
If I have to.
You're gonna have to.
Serah, shoot the bow.
One more thing. Don't ever lay down and wait to die!
Oh, his weird little swords. I don't like his swords. They're kind of weird. I don't know. Time to hit auto battle a bunch more. I guess we should have killed the smaller one first. Well, it's dead anyways. Also, I don't remember if we just instantly heal between battles in this game. Oh, we could paradigm shift or whatever. It's kind of too late at this point. Oh, we only got 3 stars for hitting auto battle. That's lame. Wait, is he the same voice actor as Haku? Defeat all hostiles? I'm just gonna play this realistically. Serah would just go back to sleep, probably. Can I pick that thing up off the ground that's over here, though? No. Okay, let's kill some things. With our sword bow thing. Let's help our friends. Let's help our friends by hitting auto battle. Do we have other paradigms? Okay, yeah, we do. Okay, good. Oh yeah, to explain the combat. So we have different classes basically. In this game, every character can do every class essentially. So there's like the Ravager, which casts spells and can increase like stagger percentage and stuff like that. And the Commando role just does a lot of damage. Those are like the main 2 that we'll use for fighting, but we do have like a healing role and like other stuff, which I think is medic. I don't know, do we have medic? Oh, we have Sentinel, which is like defender person. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with Serah being the one role, and then... Oh, I guess never mind, we switch back immediately. It doesn't really matter for these fights, we'll figure it out as we go along. For right now, it's just gonna be just smack and whack things, I guess. Yeah, I really wish they would bring back the job system from like Final Fantasy like 5. Then again, I don't know, like the dress spheres from 10-2 are so good. Because that's like the job system essentially. So they should just stick with that kind of stuff. That stuff's fun. Also, there's no real explanation of how Serah goes from, I don't know how to fight anything at all, and now she's like switching classes, casting fire spells, and like, you know? Like, what happened? She gets one bow and she just goes wild. She's like, oh, I have a weapon now? Cool. Time to kill things. And when you use like yeah. So before I did this stream, I did load up my previous save file for like 2 seconds just to like remember how the game sort of kind of worked for like 30 seconds. But it didn't really help because I was like max level, so every battle ended instantaneously. Oh, now we learned how to paradigm shift, which we already know. We're good. Okay. But I still don't get why we don't have the healer class, though. Maybe I have to, like, fix that. Okay. That's one down. Let's get this small bug out of here. I just want them to attack Noel for a few seconds. Because Serah's getting low on the health. Once we get medic, though, it's like no probs. Like anytime people are getting low on health, you could just switch everyone to medic just instantly and just be good as new, you know? Okay, let's get this over with. We'll kill this one, and then we'll switch to Ravager Commander. And then we'll just nuke this one instantly. Yeah, it's kind of nice, though. Well, I guess you could have one person be Sentinel so they can, like, tank while you heal. I don't know. But we also haven't gotten our third person on our team yet. But we never get a third person, we just fill it with Pokemon, so I hope we get a Charizard.
Hey, Serah! Are you okay?
Yeah.
Mackie! Yeah. Gotta go.
Okay.
I love this little Naruto looking dude.
All right, everyone, listen up. The meteorite hit over there.
Right.
We're gonna check it out.
Team Yuge, ready to roll. Well, and careful. That area's crawling with monsters.
So stay close. Come on.
Yuge is
Okay.
back from
You heard him. Move
10-2.
out. With you.
Oh wait, his name was Nuge. Never mind. Dang.
You're okay.
She took a hit, but she's gonna be fine.
Slap some
She just
band-aids
needs
on her.
rest.
Thank goodness. And thank you. Whoever you are.
I just thought of a play
No.
idea.
No Christ.
Gotta write it down.
Okay.
And before I forget, it wasn't just me. You should probably thank this little guy too.
that a toy moogle?
He's supposed to be your lucky charm. Your sister gave him to me.
Wait, you know Lightning?
She's the one who told me to come here.
Where? Where did you see her? Was
The
it
moogle?
Valhalla?
Yeah, how'd you guess?
I saw it in a dream. I saw my sister. She gave you the moogle. Then the meteorite came.
And dragged me along with it, I guess.
And then there was
You
the
mean
part
you
when I was
actually
like
rode here
at
on
the
that
mall
meteorite?
and a unicorn
Maybe.
appeared and like
I don't know.
I don't know, I
Can't
just
remember.
have weird dreams, Noel. They're
Why don't
so
we go
weird.
And check it out.
Okay. Now I know
The
for
moogle's
sure.
great. Later on you get the ability to
Lightning
just
is
throw
alive.
him.
She's in a place called Valhalla. I'd only just met Noel, but I believed him. I believed every word he said,
I actually love Serah and Noel.
even though it couldn't
Like they both just
possibly
have
be
like
true.
strong like idiot energy.
It
Like
seems
the
like
whole
only
game.
yesterday.
It's so good.
The smile on Lightning's face when she gave her blessing for Snow and
Oh,
me
I
to
forgot
get
about
married.
Snow.
But I'm the only one who ever remembered that. No one believes. It's just a dream, they say, from when I slept in the crystal. An illusion. They say my sister is gone. That 3 years ago she sacrificed herself to stop the fall of Cocoon.
Here's all the plot stuff we need to
She
know,
turned into the
kinda.
crystal pillar that holds Cocoon above the surface of Pulse, and saved both worlds. That's what they say. But even so,
So basically, Lightning sacrificed herself to save the world from falling into the other world, so she just turned into like a pillar of ice, basically.
Who are you? What do you
What is
do?
with this music?
I'm a hunter.
I feel like an interrogator. Do you mind me asking?
I'm a
Shoot.
hunter. Yeah. And now we're playing Frozen 2.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
You're a hunter?
So you're a hunter. Is that like your job?
Well, less of a job and more of a way of life. In the era I come from, if you don't
Who's
learn how
that
to
man
hunt,
doing in the
you don't
background?
get to eat.
Are you really from a different time?
I'm not trying to hide any.
That's
You don't believe me?
suspicious.
Guess I'm not so. I'm not trying to hide.
No, tell me about yourself. He's just getting his hops in. Yeah, what is the Mog clock? What is this? I can't even read this font. Blah, blah, blah. So just whack enemies as fast as possible. Okay. Okay, so that's like initiating like attacks and like battles and stuff. Okay, got it. Great. This music's kind of fun though. I guess that's just every Final Fantasy game though, truly. But I do think this one has surprisingly probably one of the best soundtracks though. It's pretty poppin'. Five stars, yeah. Got some potions. But yeah, this game has pretty good music. I don't know I don't know, maybe this one does have the best music in my opinion. Girl, get out of the way. Okay. Because I'm not sure what, like, has better music than it. Because they kind of just gotten better as it goes along. But, like, I don't know. I gotta, like, think about that. 10's got some bops, though. I think 10's maybe the most iconic soundtrack, maybe? Because if I hear, like, any song from 10, I instantly am like, oh, that's where that's from. But
What's up, Noel?
this one has the songs that if I heard them in a club, I would, like, throw down.
I just didn't think it would be that beautiful. Cocoon, I mean. It's exactly like in the legend. I can't believe I'm really here.
Bill's trying to have a moment, and this random NPC walks by, and it's just like, the robot. What do you mean by the legend?
What do you mean by in the legend?
The legend about Cocoon.
I still haven't played 8 at all.
We all knew that story.
Maybe I'll do that one day.
Seems funny to call it a legend. It's only been 3 years.
Oh, so I guess this is 3 years after the plot of Final Fantasy XIII, but it also kind of doesn't matter because we'd like do a bunch of time shenanigans, so literally could be any time after and I wouldn't even know. Man, it's really hard to hit these dudes. Can I change which paradigm I start as? Okay, we're gonna go into the menu after this battle. Because I need to fix some stuff. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting about the font issue I'm having. Like, I hope it's not too bad on the stream, but the way that I'm having to, like, do it so I can actually see what I'm capturing, it's like, it's rough. So we got bestiary. What would it even be under? Equipment? No. Status? We can make him spin around, that's cool. Serah does have a nice outfit, though. Noel's got an outfit. Maybe I can't change it yet. Do we have alternate outfits? Oh, we do. Oh, never mind, that's awful. Noel doesn't even have an alternate. Dang. Okay, settings? No, it wouldn't be in settings. Okay, well, maybe we just can't do it yet. Okay. That's unfortunate. Serah, can you not jump this gap? Okay.
Is that a moogle?
That man's reaction. I guess. I didn't remember alternate outfits, but that's kind of sweet. I guess in this one we could just stay as Commando and just kill everything. Whoever is playing the violin on this track in the background is just going ham. I can't even imagine trying to play an instrument that quickly. Besides, there's stuff up here. I guess we're just gonna fight everything known to mankind along the way. Which I guess is good, because it'll get us used to, like, combat. Even though, for the most part, it's literally just me hitting auto battle. That's okay. It's good to get used to. I don't remember at what point we get to catch Pokemon, though. I hope that's in the first area. But... or the second area, I guess, technically, because this is technically the first area, I suppose. Only 4 stars, dang. Can we climb up here? Serah, scale the cliff.
Stay safe. Don't want to upset.
Okay. Never mind. We'll just progress, I guess. Or we'll just keep finding more bugs. But the bugs don't really drop anything. I don't even know if we're getting, like, experience for these fights. It's been so long since I moved out of Alaska, I forgot what snow is, too. But, yeah, I don't remember when snow even shows up in this game. Oh, I guess Mog's telling us, oh, there's treasure. That's nice. We got a map. That's cool. Maps show you things. Cool. Thanks, game.
Huh?
Let's talk to this Waka looking dude.
Serah, still in one piece? We're seeing lots of unfriendly critters around that meteorite.
How does he maintain this haircut?
Oh, who's this?
Oh. This is Noel. He helped LeBro and me out of a tight spot.
Is that right?
Hey.
I'm
This
good,
is
though.
like onion kid.
Okay, take it easy, big guy. I am not here to make trouble for anyone.
You better not. Anything happens to Serah and the boss will string your carcass out to dry.
I'll keep Serah safe.
I'll take care of Serah. You got my word on that.
Words are cheap.
Really?
He's like, no, I want to keep her safe. Everyone's just gonna fight over Serah the entire game. It's gonna be great.
I feel a lot. Even the sentry bots couldn't handle those things.
We also haven't seen a single one of these sentry bots. So I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I need to look up if anyone's done like a violin cover of this song in the background though. This song's like insane. Like, what is happening? Alright, Serah. At least we're getting the combat down pretty okay. And it is cool that we fully restore health between battles. I appreciate that a lot. Because otherwise, ugh, be awful.
It's a good thing the meteorite didn't land.
What is this? Is this a gun? Why would we use our sword? We could just use the gun that's like 2 feet away from us. I don't know what it is, but like the combat so far, maybe it's just because I like grinding in video games, but it's like weirdly relaxing. I think part of it's the fact that we haven't really had like a battle that's been like tough at all, but it's just nice. I'm also just hitting auto battle a lot, so it's like I'm not really doing a whole lot. Like minimal effort, minimal thought. That's cool. Yeah, some of the super bosses get a little wacky, but if you have really good Pokemon, like you can kind of like tear through them still. But I don't remember which ones were the best, though. But we'll get there eventually. It doesn't really matter. All I remember is that I like having cactuars on my team because they're cute. So we're just gonna get all the cute stuff on our team, but I'm also just gonna go wild at the beginning of the game and try and get like everything ever. So it's gonna be fun.
We need as many
I also want to get a behemoth on our team at one point because those are cool. Maybe I can catch a Chansey. Let's see here. I still wish Chansey was like OP.
What's going on here?
And
Am I dreaming?
time junk.
I see it too. Pretty sure it's no dream.
I don't know, the visual effects are kind of fun. I think it's the same visual effect from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, though. A little bit with like the miasma field. I would almost want to play Crystal Chronicles on stream, but the more I think about it, like, you have to dump in, like, a lot of hours into it. So, I don't know. I also don't remember how long this game is, though. So we might have to dump a lot of hours into this one, too, but at least it's fun. Yeah. Which is kind of, like, cool, because, like, I don't know, I like games that take forever, and I love RPG games, but...
Oh, hey, Huge.
Hey. So, this is the famous Noel, huh?
Yep.
I guess news travels fast. The bro told me how you helped her out. I'm Huge. Nice
This
to meet
man's
you.
hair.
Hey,
It's fun.
likewise. What's with the new style and threads, Serah? Not exactly a dress up and hit the town kind of occasion.
I love his voice, too. It's weird. You want to try them on?
You want to try them on? They might look better on you.
I don't think so. Wouldn't want to show you up or anything. Okay, I better get going.
Okay,
See you
I
guys later.
officially love Huge. He's cool. I like all these side characters. That's good. We got a Phoenix down, which will be great when Noel inevitably dies when we get into one strong fight.
Weird. How do these plants grow so fast? I don't get it. It must be pockets of unstable time or something.
More meteorite phenomena.
Oh, you got that right. Wow, look at this stuff. Ever since that rock came down, we've been seeing all kinds of aberrations.
Do you have any idea what's happening?
Not the slightest clue. Some spots seem to have sped forward centuries. But other parts haven't changed at all.
So, these areas are from different timelines. Realities blending together. Like two ages overlapping. That about right?
Right! It's exactly like that.
Noel's like, I took one physics class. Where did the moogle come from?
So, is the moogle from another dimension, do you think?
Well, I'd have to dismantle it to know for sure.
Whoa!
I think he understood you. In any case, we can't go breaking Serah's good luck charm.
I don't know. The dialogue's kind of fun in this game. Everyone's just kind of stupid, which I appreciate. Did I get into a fight? What happened? Did we? Oh, we're in a cutscene now. Okay.
Cocoon is gone.
All right. Yeah, there's like, I gotta choose my words carefully. You really see this thing and we're gonna fight it. Like, what are we even thinking? You need to use strategy to win. I think we're just gonna die. It doesn't, like, okay. You see him about to unleash the attack. How are we gonna tell? Like, is he gonna have, like, a wind-up to it? Oh. Oh, wrong one. Well. That's okay. Well, we might lose this battle, so that'll be fun. We do have potions, I just don't know how to use them. So there is that. Okay, we might want to switch. Sweet, I actually got it. Okay. So it's just like every like 10 seconds or so. Okay. Hopefully we can stagger him though. Oh, we almost got it. At least the stagger stopped him, so that's good. Never mind, it didn't really. But hopefully we could just nuke him down at this point. Okay, yeah, we did it. Okay, cool. 3 stars, though. We got a fragment. By resolving the anomalies along the timeline, you will obtain special objects known as fragments. Fragments are memories of time solidified into... I can't read that word. Each containing a valuable piece of knowledge or of history. Slice? Okay. To view each time for select fragments, there's 160. I loaded up my other profile and I still only got 133 of them. So I don't think I ever 100% this game. I want that treasure. How do I get to it though?
Is it because of the meteorite?
I wonder where it came from.
At least we didn't die somehow. That's cool. Can I just run away? I guess you sorta can. Wait, how far back is this? I don't know if we could get over there now. Oh well. We'll figure it out later. We can always, like, backtrack to, like, places and stuff. So it's all good. Or I'll just forget about it forever. I also do have the strategy to this game over here by my legs, but it's like hundreds and hundreds of pages, but I'm gonna try not to refer to it until I get, like, lost. But I do have it, just in case. Oh, we don't have the ability to float yet. Dang it. Okay, we'll just keep progressing.
Love to know what's in that rock.
Oh, I still feel like I should be able to jump here. So many fights. I don't know. How are we feeling about this game so far, though? Is it like, does it have a strong hook? Like, are you interested, or is it like so overwhelming that it's just like, like mind-numbing? Because for me, every time I pick up a Final Fantasy game, especially the recent ones, it just feels like they throw so much like random like keyword exposition at you, like from the get-go, that it's like confusing. Let me get this chest again. Hold on. I think Final Fantasy Type 0 is probably the worst or best example of it, where it's just like from the beginning, the opening cutscene has like 90,000 made-up words that you have to figure out what they mean. And it's just like, here's the plot premise. You're like, what?
Do you know?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened to Cocoon? It's not there.
Well, you're looking at a different time. That's the world I come from. In my world, Cocoon doesn't exist. When I was born, the sky was already empty.
Aww.
Tell me, how many years has it been since Ragnarok appeared and
We already
Cocoon
told
fell?
him it was 3, but...
Well, it's 3 a.m. So that was 3 years ago.
It's 3 AF.
For me, all that happened 700 years in the past. I was born and raised in another time. 700 years in the future.
Yes, I knew it. I knew you weren't from this world.
I'm the last of humanity.
Hey!
Serah, I can take you there. We can find Lightning together. I know she wants to see you.
You're full of it!
Yeah, that's impossible. Lightning's gone, man.
Godot,
I mean, after seeing all this nonsense going on, I felt like I would just be like, well, maybe. I don't know.
where my sister is?
Come with me.
Like 3 years ago, like, the world fell out of the sky and almost killed everyone and got stopped by a giant pillar, and we all know there's gods just floating around in this world. So it's like, it feels difficult to not believe things
It's a time gate.
in this universe.
Time gate.
What the? It's like a portal. Lightning is in a place called Valhalla. She's waiting on the other side.
I couldn't turn my eyes away. I knew the answer lay beyond that gate. The answer to my doubts and dreams.
I wish she was just saying this out loud.
On the broad plain beneath Cocoon, my sister once celebrated my marriage to Snow. I remember her smile like it was yesterday. But sometime when I wasn't looking, she disappeared. She was gone as if she'd never been there in the first place. Lightning, are you out there? Did I dream that day on Pulse, or did it really happen? Noel says he can find you, but is he telling the truth? Noel's world was a terrible place where Cocoon did not exist. He had traveled back in time to change that bleak future, or so he told us.
Listen, when different eras overlap, all kinds of crazy stuff happens. Objects from different times get mixed up. If you want to open a gate and travel through
How
time,
would Noel
you have to
know
find
all
one of those
this,
objects.
though?
They're called artifacts.
Artifacts?
The keys to the future.
Hmm.
They're anachronisms, relics of a different world. Basically, things that don't belong in your time. If we can find one, we might be able to use it to open the gate. Then we could cross time and travel to Lightning's world.
Could Noel be telling the truth? Beyond
Oh,
that
she's
gate,
alive.
in
Cool.
a place called Valhalla. Is Lightning alive and waiting for me? Can I dare to hope again? After all this time? Oh, how I want to believe. I want my sister back.
I understand Sarah's mentality, but at the same time, I feel like I would be so overwhelmed. Like,
So much happened the night the
I
meteorite
don't know.
fell. We all had a lot to think about. I wonder if anyone slept.
Like a meteor lands and a bunch of like bees come out and like almost kill all your friends, and you're just like, maybe I can find my sister. I don't know. Now I can access the okay. Oh, I thought that was an enemy spawning on top of me, and I was like, oh my god, that was fast. Oh, we got a tattoo. Man, this music's such a bop, though. Okay, so let's fix our paradigms, because, like, some of these suck. Like, we're never gonna use this one. Okay. What button's edit? A? Oh, we still only have these three, though. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, we don't have one that's just Ravager. Okay. We're gonna need that at some point. We've pretty much got everything else covered, though. Set as active paradigm. Okay. Perfect. Just do that. We don't need generate. Let's go into the crystallarium, which is like our version of the sphere grid, essentially. I don't remember how to navigate this, though. But we want to level up Ravager, that's for sure. How many points do we got? We've got quite a few. I don't really know if we should just go all in one or like switch between two of them. We're never going to use Sentinel as her. Well, we should get Steel Guards, so never mind. Okay, that is important. Blitz is also important. So we're gonna use Blitz a lot. And then I guess we'll just kind of bounce back and forth between these two. Okay. And then Noel, he's gotta get Blitz also. Metaguard's useful because we can't heal yet. I feel like I'm saying these words, but I don't know if anyone else knows what I'm talking about. So, my bad. But it's just like this is our way of increasing our stats and getting new skills, basically. Metaguard's cool because you can heal while guarding at the same time, which is kind of useful. But yeah. And then going along the like Ravager path is like that's like our mage class essentially. We should save also because we haven't saved yet. Okay, now we've saved.
Now don't start whining. We agreed to take care of things while he was gone.
Everyone cleaned up though. This place looks nice now. Let's talk to everyone.
You were up late last night, Mackie. Big project?
Project? Yeah, I was working on something for Snow. That thing, you know.
I guess Snow is still kicking around.
So, you're just taking him at his word? He says he's from the future, but where's the proof?
I guess you're right. It's just hard after I had that dream about lightning. You know what I mean?
Also, the fact that we woke up in completely different clothes.
Hey, Serah.
And we have a moogle.
What's the deal with you and that Noel guy, anyway?
If I said I was going with him, would you stop me?
Let you run off with some con artist? I'd beat him half to death first.
Man. So protective. Jeez.
Morning.
Good morning, Kupo.
LeBro, good morning. Kupo. Good morning, Kupo. You win. I can't compete with morning people.
Sarah's so relatable. She's not a morning person.
Let's meet outside once you're ready.
Okay. This music's so bopping though.
Serah, wait up for me.
All this talk about artifacts and gates and time travel, to be honest, I don't know if I'm ready to believe it.
Serah, there's still so much I don't understand myself. If we can actually find an artifact, then I'll know what I've been saying is true.
Noel's like, I'm just saying things,
gate,
but I have no
we'll be able to put
proof.
some of your
Okay.
doubts to rest as well. So what do you think? Will you search for the answers with me?
You are our only other party member, so we're kind of stuck with you. Mog sometimes tell you things are around. Okay.
Give me a chance and I'll prove that it's true.
Okay.
Hello there, Miss Farron.
Oh, hi there.
I forgot we have a last
Might be
name.
a strange question.
It's a strange question, all right. Frankly, these days, lots of things seem out of the ordinary.
Oh, yeah, I know. The people here are counting on...
Well, we can't ask them to fight off the monsters themselves. When the town was
She's
first
a
built,
member of
Nora was in charge
NORAD.
keeping
She's
everyone
hunting
safe.
Santa every
Let me tell you,
Christmas.
living on Cocoon, you don't learn.
So I guess let's just explore around, talk to everyone.
Honestly thought we were being attacked by a
I think Mog has found something.
But that's just a cat. Oh, and it's with the one we keep at Nora House.
I was like, how come Mog can fly all the way over there, but I can't? Can I just rip a cabbage out of the ground, though?
Oh, wow. You grow vegetables?
Noel's never seen the vegetable.
What? You mean you don't?
Well, the soil is barren.
What's with these background people just hopping around everywhere?
We have to survive by hunting. It's that or starve.
Yesterday, you said
Oh
you had
man, I
elastic
get what you
humanity.
mean.
What did you mean?
Where's
Just what I
Princess
said.
Elise? Where's
When I
Carrot
was
Legs
born,
at?
there were fewer humans in the world than live in this village. After a while, I was the only one left.
This NPC is just like getting in the way of our cutscene moment. So you're like an endangered animal? I
So
don't
if
know.
we don't keep you safe, the human race will die out completely?
Hey, I'm not gonna let you lock me up, you know.
Man, we still didn't even pick up a plant or anything. Okay, Mog, what did you find?
Wait, the cat isn't an artifact, is it?
No, I don't think so. Maybe the cat could have picked up the artifact.
Okay, let's find this time cat. Mog, grab him.
Stay on her, Mog.
Initiate combat, Mog. Ma'am, can we steal your cat?
Edge ever since.
This song's such a bop, though. Where'd the cat go? I like that the NPCs just kind of blather when you're like around them. That's kind of nice. Let's see if there's any treasure or anything up here, though. See if we can steal things out of people's houses.
I can see Cocoon, clear as day.
We can go splash around the water. That's nice. Oh, Mog did go over here. Okay. Did I get the cat?
Snow, so this is where you got to. And the artifact isn't
Oh, this is
here,
what
huh?
happened to Snow.
Snow.
Kupo? Oh yeah, she's my pet. Kupo? Huge found her and brought her home.
Hey, I don't see why not.
I think we should keep her too. Just as long as she doesn't make a mess in my workshop.
I want a cat so badly.
Are you sure you can look after her?
Can't we all do it? I mean, we are one big family, right?
Yeah, right.
Mackie'll do it.
You too.
Thanks. She's adorable.
Nope. None of these people were in
I could hide
13
from
except
them,
for
but
Serah.
They knew. They saw right through me. I lost lightning, and then
Or if they
snow.
were in 13, I
But
don't
those
remember
guys,
them.
They really tried to cheer me up.
Oh.
Oh.
But Serah never really got to have friends
So it
in
hasn't been all
13.
No, not at all. Life is harder here compared to back on Cocoon. But everyone sticks together. Even in the tough times, we have each other. That helps.
Those friends of yours are like family, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to make a choice. I was drinking water. The cat is my only family. There we go.
This is why I can't just leave. Oh, snow means so much to me now.
Wow. You like animals
Just
that
like
much?
crying.
Yep.
I'm just gonna try and pick all the options that make Serah like be
We're way off
melodramatic.
track.
Where else should we look?
Mog, help us out here.
Mog, use your brain. Find things.
What is an artifact anyway?
No one knows. Only that it's something that doesn't belong in this time.
Who told you about these things?
Did someone in the future tell you about gates and artifacts?
Yeah, but now all I have is memories. I wish I'd thought to ask more questions while I had the chance. These disturbances are all happening in the area around the impact site. I'd say our best bet is to search around the town.
Okay.
Look, the moogle's reacting to the kids.
Yeah, but I don't
The
think
kids
he's
are the
just looking for plans.
artifacts. You gotta steal one of the kids.
Good
Throw
morning.
them into the gate.
These are my students. I teach their classes.
A school teacher, huh?
Oh, I think we could be mean to the kids if I remember right.
Yeah. Now, did everyone do their homework?
I did mine, because I didn't want you getting mad at me like the last time.
Seems like you'd be soft on kids, but you're pretty strict, huh?
Hey, not that bad. Come on. You know, I'm only strict because my teacher was strict. Lightning must have rubbed off on me.
My grandmother was a teacher too. She taught me everything I know.
She's like, I'm only evil because of lightning, I swear. What was she like?
What was your grandmother like?
She does have a
I was always her
ponytail.
favorite. She kind of spoiled me. She lived until she was 50, so she had a lot to teach me.
I wish this was like Final Fantasy IX and we just had like a cat person for no reason.
Lifespans were longer during this age. If my grandmother were still alive, I could have learned so much more. I could have handled things better.
What is the point of Noel's like arm binding thing?
Get out of here!
Hey, what's he got there?
Let's follow him.
Alright, Mog. Lead us the way.
He certainly is fat.
What are you mumbling about?
Huh? What?
We have to chase down this kid, or whatever.
Why do I have to...
We got a knife. Cool. I don't think I would trust Serah with a knife, honestly.
Is that the artifact?
This is Lightning's knife. I keep it in my room, but how did it get out here?
She was trying to climb the tree and stab down some the Palpu fruit.
Hey, look there.
Oh, I forgot about dodge. Oh, there's snow.
Come on.
Okay.
It's her knife. I found it near the base of the pillar.
Snow.
Serah, I'm sorry. She must be inside the pillar. Lightning's holding up Cocoon.
Vanille and Fang, I forgot about them too.
Wait, what are you talking about? She was right here a second ago. I saw her. We talked. She gave us her blessing.
What is Serah wearing?
I won't forget that moment. Lightning was happy. Happy that Snow and I were getting married. She laughed and said congrats.
So emotional.
Then, all of a sudden,
And 1,000.
Lightning disappeared. She was gone. Like
This
she
is
was
kind
never
of
there
a
to
weird
begin with.
music choice for this scene,
No
actually,
one
a
else
little
remembered
bit.
her smiling and laughing. No one but me.
But that was, like, quite a bit of, like, plot.
All your friends think your sister is inside that pillar.
I was scared. People said I was dreaming. He said
Is that
he
NPC in
said
the
I was just
background?
making up stories so that I didn't have to face the truth.
Listen, Serah, your memories are the truth. Lightning is alive. The question is, why are you the only one who remembers?
Because history changes. Well, either Y or B here. I don't know.
Well, perhaps history changed somehow.
You mean your memories are true, but history was altered afterwards?
Of course, that's not really possible. I know that. But I just don't understand how I can remember it so clearly when no one else can.
Everyone's so quick to write off their
Weird.
theories.
The knife looks like it's been polished.
Maybe someone was cleaning it out here and then forgot about it. I don't think this is our artifact, though. Let's keep looking.
Hey, you guys. Did you see a medical kit lying around anywhere? I thought I'd left one in Nora House, but I can't seem to find it. I'm guessing someone had a use for it during that ruckus yesterday.
It's weird that we're having this conversation. She's just not even, like, we can't see her face. I don't know why it's so ominous. Yeah, we found a medical kit.
Put in an order for supplies, but
Rumor has it that Lily broke up with her man.
Oh, there's drama.
Someone from a faraway.
Tell me more about this town. We used to live in.
Oh, why are you
That's
so
where we
quiet?
created Nora. We left Cocoon and wow.
Oh, because he was like
Like
20
an ox.
feet away. Okay.
Here in town, LeBro's actually in command.
Don't listen to him. Without you, we'd never agree on anything.
Sarah's like, they're all the boss.
Together make the perfect leader.
Huh. She's grade school.
Sarah's trying to be like, I'm not evil, I swear.
Good day, sir. I wonder what you were up to.
Hey there, Serah.
Oh, that was,
Sorry, but I'm not letting anyone.
what's his face? Robin from Teen Titans. Is this NPC?
How should I know?
So you.
No, I got no idea.
I have to give him a.
Talk more.
What are you up to so early in the morning?
Also, he voices Clasco, I think, right, in Final Fantasy X-2.
You know, I was thinking, if Noel here really is from the future, he must be pretty curious about this time period.
That's true. We should probably explain a few things.
I'm all ears.
Did the kid just fall and die in the background? These NPCs are killing me. I love them.
We couldn't rely on the broken foul sea anymore.
Yeah, he sounds really familiar, but I don't remember which voice actor he is.
Millions of people living on Cocoon? It must have been pretty cramped.
Well, it was. But on Pulse, we had to deal with new
I know that
hardships,
Snow
like
is
vicious
Troy
monsters
Baker,
and
I
lack of
think.
provisions.
Sounds like a rough time.
Yeah. But eventually things settled down, and some former military types helped get things organized. Now there's a growing town at the base of Cocoon's pillar.
I really like Sarah's voice
The guys who used to
acting,
be in
too.
charge are long gone.
How did you end up in this place then?
Our leader, Snow, suggested we live somewhere near the ocean.
I also like Hope's
We used
voice
to live in
acting a lot,
seaside town in
too.
Cocoon, so it was like we were rebuilding our home. Snow and the rest of us were used to fighting
Actually, just the
monsters and
whole
getting our
cast
hands
of
dirty.
13's pretty good.
So we pretty much settled back into our old way of life.
Snow's not around right now, so we do the best we can. But if Lightning were back,
Is she?
everything would be so much better.
So for everyone here, your sister being gone is the reality.
She might be. Mog's still going crazy. Okay, we gotta find this medical kit, though, before we accidentally progress the plot or something. Though I think we can come back here, but I don't really... Because I think you can return to everywhere in the entire game, but we should probably make sure we find it first. Maybe Mog can find it for
When I
us.
was on Cocoon, I did nothing but watch
Noel's Kovu.
Hey.
Stay away from the mountain path.
Was that Riku? Are we just using all the same voice actors? That's kind of fun. Just bring them all back. Why not? Yeah, I don't know where this medical kit is. Maybe it's in my room. I don't know. Og's going crazy over there, though. I want to know who does the, like, singing for the soundtrack of this game. She's kind of cool. Do I have anything I can steal in my room? Because I feel like this is the only place that would make sense for a first aid kit to be, but IDK, oh well.
Why do I have to fix the leaky roof?
Do other random NPC.
We can't go near the...
Wait, I remember...
Well, now that you mention, there's a path that appears with...
Hmm.
Where are you running from?
Watch it. Don't go that way.
Maybe it's over here with all this junk. Oh yeah, I forgot we have to fight. I was like, we haven't fought in a hot minute. Oh, these are new enemies though. I really wish Auto Battle would just spam Thunder over and over. Because Thunder hit like really fast, so that was kind of cool. I really just want to buy this whole soundtrack thing. Maybe I can set like the cursor to memory and then I can just spam like Thunder myself, maybe? Yeah, I guess that works. It's a little bit slower though, but... Let's see here. Mog's going this way. I guess we'll just follow Mog for a hot second.
It was a perfect day to run.
That sounded like Shaggy. Oh, now we're casting Thunder. Okay.
I could have handled that alone.
I really wish I could do a Shaggy impersonation, but I'm not even gonna try. Like, it would be so bad. Also, the voice actress for Velma is like so good. Why is this enemy? Oh, Serah got thrown up in the air, jeez. Dang, we're just getting annihilated. Damn, okay. Well, we don't have to both be Sentinel. I guess I should make one other thing that's like both of us being Sentinel or something. Or like me being Sentinel while Noel does things.
I kind of feel bad.
Yeah, that battle was terrible. Mama, that was garbage. Okay, so let's make a new one. Party paradigms, customize. And then should he be command? Oh. Sure, who cares? Doesn't really matter. Okay, that works. Also, I love that in this game you can save, like, everywhere. Like, you don't need save points, nothing. You just go wild whenever you feel like it. It's so nice. Alright, kid.
There, now we've got you.
Miss Farron?
Spill it.
Listen up, mister, and you listen good. Start talking or your homework
Eric
gets
just goes
tripled.
wild.
No! Please, please, anything but that!
Not exactly.
That is the voice actor for Naruto. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Why did you run away? I promise I won't get mad if you tell me.
I know you say you won't get mad at me, but I can't tell you. I don't want to get yelled at.
The kid was trying to get away from Mackie.
I like how we're trying to emotionally manipulate this kid. We're like immediately yelling at him and then we're like, we're not gonna get mad, it's fine. Okay. And now we're gonna get mad again.
That's about enough. Tell me what you did right this instant. Ah! Please don't yell at me, please!
Hey, why don't you find out what he did first before laying into him?
Like good cop, bad copping this. I don't want to yell at you.
I hope you're not misbehaving. It makes me sad when my students don't behave.
I'm sorry, Miss Farron. Guess I'll own up. The truth is, I sold something from
Sarah's frightening.
Why he was chasing you?
What did you take?
This necklace. It belongs to you, doesn't it?
Wow.
Hey, wait!
They just jumps off the cliff. Oh my gosh. We scared him too much.
What was he doing with this anyway?
That belongs to Mackie, doesn't it?
No, it's mine. It's a reminder of a promise a good friend made me.
Serah, I believe you. Your sister's alive. She's out there somewhere.
Thank you, Snow.
Even this necklace kind of looks like the
hang on to
Crystal
this for a while.
Chronicles logo.
When I come back, it'll be with lightning. Then there's no way she can say no to us getting married.
Okay.
Okay.
And that was the last time I saw Snow.
Why can't we
The
marry
memories I had of
LeBro
Lightning
instead or
standing on the
something?
plain beneath Cocoon. He was the only one who believed. Believed them enough to do something. That's why I've been waiting here.
And doing nothing, right? Lightning and Snow are long gone, but you still sit here and wait.
Damn, just
Why
call her
didn't you go
out like
after them?
that, man. Because of the children, no.
I'm a teacher. I have a responsibility to my students.
Sure, but what about your responsibility to yourself? Were you secretly glad Snow was out of your life?
What? No, of course
What? No. I would. What are
just that in
you
my world, saying
talking
farewell
about, no?
was usually for good. We didn't like to let go so easily.
And then Noel throws himself off a cliff. Wow. Guys, come on.
Sorry, but we can't let.
I do gotta admit, I kind of love this game so much so far. Even though we've, like, done nothing, and, like, really, we haven't made it far at all, but love it so much. Everyone's so dumb. You get, like, dialogue options. You could be crazy. Like, the combat's pretty cool. Even though the combat's literally just me hitting auto battle over and over so far, but, you know, it's pretty cool. And we're just getting thrown in the air, like, all the time.
Wish they were all that easy.
Also, I think we could switch to playing as Noel if we want, but I don't remember how.
It wasn't the artifact after all.
Are you losing your touch, Mog? I got a question for you. Who's this Snow person? Your boyfriend?
We literally just said we're getting married. Is no one, like, keeping up? He's like this really cool guy.
He's just this super cool guy, you know? He doesn't care about the way he looks, but that just makes him so much cooler.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great, I guess. Maybe we should...
And he's not just kind, he's reliable too. He always means what he says, and you can totally trust his word. I mean, he's my hero. Oh, and I know you're thinking no one's perfect. I know he has his flaws, and sometimes he makes me so mad, but I love that about him too. No other guy can compare to my hero.
I get it. Can we just get back to...
He has this amazing body, and his face is so handsome. He's tall and broad.
We're turning into Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, and even though he's big and tough, he can be so adorable. That's my Snow. You done asking?
I'm done. Yeah, thanks for all the detail.
This game's so fun. Man, there's too many enemies. It's nice now that I can spam thunder on everything. But sometimes I just want to walk. Sometimes I just want to get somewhere, you know? Imagine if this is how real life worked. It's like you're just trying to get to like Pizza Hut down the street and you have to fight like a million lizards the whole way. I guess that is kind of what like living in New York must be like fighting all the rats in the subway, but...
No artifact yet, huh?
No, instead, my things are showing up in places they shouldn't be.
I wonder if someone's trying to mess with us.
I doubt it. No one here would do something like that.
I guess not. Unless they think they're doing the right thing.
It might not be a person at all. I mean, with time and space being warped everywhere, anything could happen, really.
Right. And that's how your things ended up out here? It's not a bad theory. Okay, so maybe we should ask if anyone else is missing stuff.
Let's head to the house and find out.
Let's go check out the house. This lady's never gonna get her medical kit ever. Dang. Kill a bro.
How about it, future boy?
No.
People have changed since we came down the pulse, but some folks have even learned how to use magic. Like,
I do, like, I always wonder how magic works.
Where? It was never there before.
Huh. That's weird. Well, certainly that can be related to the artifact.
Hey, check it out.
Wait. Okay,
It's the mirror of Erised or whatever.
How did that happen?
Okay, if that isn't an artifact...
A twist in time. Something that doesn't belong.
Yeah.
I think this is an artifact.
We found an artifact, just as Noel said we would.
Well,
Does
that
this
was
mean
easy.
everything else he said is true? Did he really meet lightning in Valhalla? Maybe. Once I step through the gate, I'll be leaving my friends, my students, and the village for who knows how long. Can you tell me, Lightning? Do I dare believe this man?
We did it.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that was an enemy again. Oh my gosh.
I don't get it.
Can't scare me like that game. Why
Well,
just a
The
potion?
mirror must have belonged to someone else in the past. Or the future.
Well, can we
Wherever
like
it came
look
from.
in it?
It didn't belong here in this time.
Scary stuff.
Well, dang it. I just heard someone like yelling in the background. Oh, it's just kids. Like in
I'm
game,
going to
like
take
the
this
NPC
artifact
kids.
and open that gate. But you still don't trust me, do you? I can see it in your eyes. If there's anything you're wondering about or don't believe, just ask, and I'll try to explain.
Well, there is one thing. What is it you want, exactly?
What's like your character motivation for this scene?
A future that has people in it. I lived at the end of days. I was the very last child to be born. As I grew up, everyone I knew died, one by one, until eventually it was just me. All their dreams fell on my shoulders. I was their last hope. It was too much, so I left. Sure, maybe I couldn't go home again. Maybe I couldn't make everyone happy.
Drama.
But at the very least, I could rebuild a future where everyone could survive. So I went through the gate. Wasn't thinking very clearly then. I had a dream,
just
but
falls
I didn't think
in the
it all out.
background.
I didn't know what it really meant. But once I got here and saw how you and your friends live in this village, I knew my dream could come true. In Valhalla, your sister gave me a chance. She gave me hope. The future can be changed. That's what she told me, and I believe her.
I understand. Thank you, Noel. Thank you for telling me that.
Every cutscene is just filled with kids screaming in the
Take a
background.
moment to say goodbye before we leave.
Thanks.
I'll say goodbye to this one kid.
Miss Farron, are you leaving us?
Why do you say that?
It's just that some people were talking, and it would be lonely if you
And
left.
word travels fast
There's
in
no
this
need to feel
town.
lonely. Don't worry, this is my home. I love it here. If I do leave, I'll always come back. I promise.
Don't worry, Naruto, we'll be back. We'll be back in time to catch up on the latest episodes of Boruto, also known as the show that's the sequel to Naruto. To Boruto's dad, Naruto. Like, okay.
I want to pet a chocobo.
Honestly, relatable. Very relatable kid. Oh, let's see if we can find like the Lebro and stuff.
That Noel fellow seems like a good man to.
Yep. He even saved my life.
You guys make a really good team. I bet Snow would be jealous.
Wow, people already setting us up together. Kids.
If you ever need a good meal.
Thank you, Lebro.
Aw. She'll make us pancakes. Okay, let's try and find like Mackie and like them.
If you're heading to the gate, you can use the mountain path.
Okay, they decided to remove the pathway blocking
The gate is
us.
where the meteorite fell. So we should head towards Cocoon, right?
First, we gotta beat up more lizards. Wish we had like an AoE spell already. It is nice now that we have Blitz, that at least we have like an AoE like melee attack as a commando though. I think that's what Noel just used. It would be nice if we had one for magic too. I guess we'll get like Thundaga and stuff at some point. Can we go along the water? What are these enemies called? Sicilians? I really don't like... It's not called Sicilian pizza, I don't think, but... I do want pizza.
Be careful too, Noel.
I just want to forget what happened.
Okay. Oh, this is the place with the chest that we saw, okay. And it's also nice that most of the battles in this game feel like they last literally like 3 seconds. Like, I think there's a timer. How long did that last? 5 seconds. Okay. I think that said 5 seconds. That's the speed that I request of every game from now on.
I'm glad we found the artifact.
If you're heading to the gate, Godot said you were free to come.
Okay, Robin. Alright. Where's the other chest? Oh, what is this thing? Weird plant thingies? Okay. Is it healing itself? What is that? Like, what is the skill it's using? Also, we started the battle with haste for some reason. Why are we dying? That was weird. Okay, I didn't like fighting that thing. Wherever the heck that was. Oh, we should probably equip that bangle immediately. We'll equip it on Serah though, because I think she ends up with less health. Do you have a better weapon? No. Of course not.
Good ear.
Oh yeah, here's the other chest. Okay. Well, before we leave, we need to find that medical kit. Which is probably like up here somewhere. Oh my gosh, Serah. Just hit the thing.
Got him? Wish they were all that easy.
Perfect. We're gonna have so many potions, and I'm never gonna use any of them probably on accident. How did we miss this chest before? Oh, it's the medical kit. Okay. Well, let's go back and turn it in before we leave. Or else I'll forget and I'll never do it ever. So. Hopefully when we turn it in we get something great. But will we? No. Will we be handed a bunch of trash? Probably. We'll like turn the medical kit and we'll probably just get like a single potion. We're getting 5 stars a lot though. It is nice. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Do you not like the enemy designs? I kind of love them, but I mean that one was literally just like this is a robot though, but and I guess the other ones are literally like this is like a gecko. So I guess, but then we have that weird slug plant thing. So you might have a point. Oh, okay. I was like, I remember there's a way that you could make them like fast cast, or like decide to like drop like in a skill and just cast as soon as possible. I guess it's the Y button, so that's good to know. That way if I ever fight that weird like rhinoceros thing that like knocks me up into the air. Oh my gosh. Spam more thunder.
I kind of feel bad.
I feel like we're just gonna use Ravager and Commando like so much. Where is Godot in them? I guess it's our time to jump off this cliff. my gosh. No, I don't think I hit him. Well, this is the only enemy so far that's, like, problematic. But now he's attacking Noel this time, so it's fine. We just can't really stagger him very well, though. Maybe we just don't have the right skills yet. Ah, well. Also, I wonder when we're actually gonna get, like, a shop to, like, buy things. Because I think we're getting a lot of gil from these fights, but... Yeah. Take your medical kit, ma'am.
Yes, that's it. You found my kit. I've been using this kit since I lived on Cocoon. Couldn't believe I'd lost it. It's funny how you get attached to these things. I'm sorry it's not much of a reward, but here...
She has emotional connection to it because it has, like, SpongeBob band-aids.
Do me a favor and try not to get yourselves hurt. I've got enough patients already. There aren't many people who like to play nurse around here.
Oh, we got a fragment. Perfect. Okay. We also haven't saved in a hot minute. We can even save now when we're about to get attacked by an enemy. It looks so nice.
Sorry.
Wish they were all that easy.
Are these fights just zip zooming along? Dang. Okay, now we'll get to the gate and we'll actually, like, progress the plot. Or this NPC will just get in my way. Like, I don't know what I'm swinging at, but I'm gonna hit it. Even these things are hard to stagger. But they have, like, no health, so it's kind of like, whatever. Maybe we should look at our Crystarium again. Because we did get some new skills. I don't know what Power Chain does. Do we need Element Guard? I don't really know what to go for next. I guess we'll just keep balancing these out. But I guess we spend more time in Ravager, so we should just kind of focus on that as the priority. And then he spends more time in Commando, so... Okay.
It's really scary out here.
It's scary. Also, Serah's run cycle is pretty fun. Just kind of flapping her arms along. Oh, I don't like having Spark Strike. I don't want that. The less time I can spend on attack animations, the ultimately the better.
From sunrise to sunset, it's a hard job.
Oh no. Not the slug things.
Here.
So I guess the nutrient absorption does actually do damage, which I didn't notice before. I guess if I'm far away, Spark Strike turns into her shooting her bow. That's cool. That was a lot easier that time for some reason. I'm going the wrong way.
Let's go home already. Any signs of monsters?
any signs of monsters, they spawn right next to them.
We can count on you.
And that battle lasted 4 seconds, so that's nice. We're improving slowly. Okay, time to zip zoom out of here. Or we'll get beat up.
Not again.
We might. Oh. Oh no. Okay, I think we have to stagger him. I forgot we have to defend. That's right. I forgot to defend again. Oh. We're not doing good. We're not doing very good. What happened with that sentence there? Also, this battle music's terrible. Hopefully we can stagger him. We might need to use some items, though. We have 42 potions, so I think we're fine. Okay, everyone. Okay, probably should use another potion next. Maybe we could just nuke him down. Okay, we're fine. I got another iron bangle though. We got another fragment and a lot of Crystarium points. Okay, so we don't get attacked on Chocobo. Wait, are Chocobos even in this time? Like, we haven't seen one. I guess kids did mention a Chocobo earlier, so maybe not. Or maybe they are. Let's use those Crystarium points, though, just in case we get immediately into another boss battle or something. Let's just really focus on Ravagers so we could get... Oh, we could get Fire at 16. Tempting. I don't know what Power Chain does, though. I guess let's just really go, like, all in. Oh. Okay, we're gonna need the Saboteur. Well, the ATB Gauge would be better. These are all good, though. Well, maybe we should unlock Saboteur just so we have more options. Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. So that is one more thing that to, like, level up. So that's kind of annoying, but... But now we have Saboteur, so that's good. And then I guess we could just really go all in on Commando on him. Well, maybe he might need Well, I don't know. It doesn't really... Yeah, it's whatever. We'll get those skills. Okay. And then is he gonna unlock Saboteur also? Oh, he gets Synergist. That's also good. Which learns Protect at level 3. Okay, well now we have some new roles, so that's good. So I guess we should fix these. We're gonna need Commando. We'll need Ravager Commando. We really have very few instances where we both need to be Sentinel, though. Because then we're just straight up not doing damage. And we're not gonna need Ravager for a hot minute, so... So I guess we'll have one that's Saboteur Synergist, then. And then maybe we'll do one that's Saboteur Commando. I don't know. Let's try setting that as our main one. We'll just try that out for a bit. Because I think our goal is to try and get Medic as fast as possible. Because Medic would be nice. Because the ATB Gauge thing doesn't, I don't know, fully matter. Let's talk to his Chocobo, though. Okay, well, I guess we don't really need it. Okay, let's get out of here. First zone done.
Are you sure you're ready? You know, once we go through, there might be no coming back.
I'm ready.
Yes, I'm ready to go. It's not a dream or a lie. I know my sister is alive out there. I'm sorry I doubted you. Of all people, I should know how bad it can make you feel when no one believes what you say. Snow put all his trust in me. Now it's my turn to do the same for you. I've made up my mind. You and I. We go together.
Aww.
I won't let you down. We'll find Valhalla, I promise.
So touching. It's been literally one day. I'll jump through time for you. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the loading screens in this game take like 20 years.
You're not gonna say goodbye?
There's no need. We already have, sort of.
Aww.
Lightning's knife. It's been sharpened.
Serah, what are you doing with the knife?
You did that.
Hey, shut up.
Look, my pendant has a brand new chain.
Oh, okay.
And Snow was purring like a kitten. Someone gave him a good brushing.
Quiet.
Hey.
Why don't you guys go fess up?
What?
Go on. You too.
I thought she was
Hey,
just gonna
Serah.
shove Mackie off
I
the
figured
cliff.
no way you're leaving the pendant behind. So I made a chain, you know, so you wouldn't lose it.
If Lightning is alive out there, wouldn't want her getting mad over a poorly maintained weapon. You know her.
If you leave, someone's got to pick up the slack looking after Snow, so I volunteered myself.
Thanks, guys. It's time for me to go. I don't know what's waiting out there, in the future, between worlds, but I want to see Lightning so much. If there's any chance at all, I want to take it.
You can go, but you have to come back in one piece. Promise?
I promise. If I believe, maybe a miracle will happen.
The future won't change until you make the first step.
You know what you're doing, right?
Well, I can't say that I do. This is the first time I've opened a gate myself. Guess we'll just have to find out.
Hey, what about Serah?
I'll protect her. I promise you. I vow never to let her come.
I'll never let her get hurt, but man, are we gonna be in the combat the whole rest of the game.
For Serah's sake.
This cutscene's so cute, though. All the friends and fam coming out.
Guess so. Looks like the future starts now.
I don't know if I would jump into that thing spinning that fast, though.
I'll be back.
Me leaving a Discord
Serah,
call.
You set out on your journey for my sake. You believed in a promise. You believed in a future you could not see. I will keep fighting here, at the end of the world. I know you will come. I believe in you.
Serah.
Can't forget about Caius. Oh, traveling through time seems kind of terrifying.
This place is incredible.
It's the Historia Crux. The crossroads of the time continuum.
So this is how you were able to travel backwards from the future?
Right. Just floated through this nowhere space. And now it's your turn.
I don't know. This place doesn't seem that fun. I don't know. Time vortex thing. Not a big fan. Blah, blah, blah. This is where you pretty much, like, go to levels. We're not going to the Colosseum. Because we will die. Blah, blah, blah. You can teleport back here. Cool. Cool. Okay, well, let's save. Or we can't, I guess. Oh, it saves the X button. Duh. Okay. It's my save data? Okay. I was like, which save data are we using? It's obviously the one that has, like, the lowest stats ever. Okay. So why can't we just go to Valhalla now?
Both hope and the future are slowly eroded. Caius plans to use the chaotic energy released upon the deaths of countless people to bring the flow of time to a grinding halt. As Serah and Noel fight to save mankind, another battle is taking place on the distant shores of Valhalla. In a world where life and death are indistinguishable, Lightning and Caius lead their armies against each other in violent struggle. Who will emerge the victor?
Thanks for that description, Siri. Oh, this is DLC. Never mind. Okay. And then this is also DLC stuff, I think. So we're supposed to go here.
Rejecting the easy path, humanity has chosen to build a society based on human technology rather than relying on the Fal'Cie. A provisional government has replaced the Sanctum, and a scientific organization calling itself the Academy searches ruins for ancient technological secrets. One such site is on the shores of Lake Brescia, where a giant war weapon has been unearthed.
Okay. Sounds cool to me. So we're traveling 2 years into the future. Or we'll get there after 2 years of loading screens.
When reaching for the future, we sometimes fall into the past. As we gaze upon events that cannot be changed, our hearts grow bitter with regret. And you, my dear Serah, will you encounter your past here? How will you choose to deal with that pain?
That's a good thing they like landed like that. I was like, we're just gonna like fall out and just break our hip on like first appearance.
This
This is Cocoon.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, check it out. You can see the ground above us.
Oh, wow. So this is how Cocoon looks from the inside.
That's right, I forgot. This is your first time here.
Yep.
What is that?
Look out!
Just die immediately.
Get up!
An arm?
Yeah, and not looking to shake hands, I'm guessing.
Noel with the comedy. Well, now he's dead. Man, Serah's gone like full like badass in like one day. Okay, well, this is gonna be bad. This monster wounds you. Okay. Well, that's not good. But we already did that, so maybe we should increase our stats a little bit. Alright. Proper bow etiquette. Okay, now let's actually try and do the battle now that we have our stats up a little bit. Oh, I forgot about the quick time events. Oh no.
Okay.
It's like these spells are taking like a long travel time.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What is your plan here, Noel?
Visible giant.
Well, at least it's staggered now, so that's good. Oh, we actually did it. Okay. I just assume we're gonna die every boss battle for some reason. Got some like Beastie Boys rapping going on in the background of this song. I forgot what button was Y for a second there. Why are people always digging up evil giant robots? I thought we would have gotten 5 stars on that, dang it. We really need to get the healing class, like, sooner rather than later, though.
That was exciting.
Guess it's over. Huh?
It's the army!
Cuckoo!
friends of yours?
She's like too excited about this, but
Attention intruders! Surrender immediately!
Mog, you gotta surrender.
Headquarters. Move! These are the infiltrators? They look like Sith who took a wrong turn.
I think this is how captives walk.
Think they might have caused it? We'll soon find out, and dig up any intel they've got on Atlas while we're at it. You're being detained as potential suspects in the unsanctioned activation of Atlas. Come with me.
Okay, I guess Atlas is the giant robot, probably.
We're being treated like criminals. But it's just a misunderstanding. Stick to the truth and we'll be okay.
Travel through time, immediately put in jail.
Usually helps.
I want the treasure. I want the treasure. Dang it. Why did they imprison treasure? What did the treasure do to us?
What's up?
What's up with the giant hand?
That huge hand. Any idea what it was?
I heard them call it Atlas, I think. As far as I can tell, it seems to be the cause of all the trouble here.
Sir?
We're going straight to Academy HQ.
Oh no, we're going to college. I'm hungry. Honestly relatable.
When do we eat?
You think this is some kind of joke, hotshot? You two came up on the...
Huh? The grand what?
He could be talking about the elevator it's going to be finished.
You're confused, miss. It was done last...
What could it mean? That there's an elevator?
I don't get it.
Next year in your time. Last year in this time. Which means we've traveled 2 years into the future.
Is that you?
Hey! Watch yourself.
Everyone just falls all the time in this game.
It is you.
You know them?
Uh-huh. Alyssa Seidel. I'm an Academy intern. I heard you apprehended our 2 observers, so here I am.
Observers?
I love this lady's like attire though. She's got some
I was
fashion
showing them
with her
around.
little bowl cut.
Forgot to give them their communicators.
Back up a second. These guys, these observers, are VIPs? I hope we can forget about this little mix-up.
Can we get that treasure now though? Alyssa, let us get the treasure. That's all that's important here.
Strange world, stranger events, unfamiliar faces, an uncertain future. They speak of anomalies, of a strange energy that warps time itself. Things that shouldn't exist here are appearing near the gates. Things that shouldn't happen are happening. They call this phenomenon the paradox effect. And if you think about it, that term could apply to our existence in this age as well. Lightning, how will I find you when I don't even know when or where I'll end up next? Rain.
Oh. I'll supply you both with comm devices. Right this way, please.
Thank you for your help. I was
She just gives us a pager.
Have we met before?
Oh, no. Sorry about all that observer nonsense back there. Lucky for us, that soldier was so quick
I've
to
never
believe
met
me.
you. I just lied. Like, oh, thanks. You're a friend?
You're a friend of Serah's?
I told you that was a cover.
Noel's still trying to get his 2 brain cells to spark.
Right this way, way, please.
Alright, Alyssa, lead us somewhere. Because she is walking in the weirdest path possible. Oh, we still didn't get that treasure, though. Mog's detected treasure also. What are you detecting, Mog? This is a lamppost. Oh, there's like something here, but we can't like see it. Okay. I guess we need some ability for that. Okay. We'll get it at some point, I think.
You'll need an ID to travel any further into the ruins. Here.
Okay. She gave us an
So
Android
curious.
phone.
Yeah?
Just why are you helping us anyway?
I saw you two. I saw how you got here through that thing.
What, you mean through the gate?
Yes, it is a kind of gate. It links to another world, doesn't it?
Those using
I
umbrellas.
have some clue what these things are for.
Their hair is the
basically,
umbrella.
Helping us out was almost like part of your research. But you still
I'm sure we could just convert Mog into an
I do
umbrella.
have questions, yes.
I like that the raindrops are like on the screen, but it like gets in the way of seeing like people's faces sometimes.
No, Popopo.
Such a weird choice of an effect.
No problem. We'll take care of that giant for you.
You will? Great!
We're gonna beat up the giant robot in the ground. Why did you volunteer us for that, Noel? Oh, now we can change characters. Okay. So we can play as Noel for a bit. I guess we'll do that. Well, I kind of don't want to. Blah, blah, blah. We need gates and artifacts and stuff. I want that treasure, though. Hold on. We're going back. Well, Noel can get the treasure, at least. I trust him to at least run that far.
Did you hear about the new head?
Treasure, treasure, treasure. It's still gonna be locked, isn't it? Well, I guess it's at the end of a hallway we could get to at some point, though. They're all at work. Let's talk to some NPCs.
You show interest in the ruins. I have a question. Do all students dress like they do on Pulse? I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess there's different fashions. That's good to know.
Thanks for the help. This city is several centuries, yet based on our studies,
So,
the gate. Oh, perhaps Atlas.
So I guess Atlas is from a different time, so it's just more time nonsense as per usual at this point. Let's just keep exploring.
It's my turn to cook today.
not me. I'm used to eating some pretty bad.
Oh, excuse me. Don't make fun.
I still love that all the dialogue's so dumb. It's just like so nice.
We here at the Academy have a great responsibility with the foul seed movement.
I guess all the weird like god beings are dead. Weird.
You know what I heard? It's all because of Atlas. It's
Mm,
5 years ago, a lot of them escaped.
okay, let's just keep talking to people. Well, we can go that way, so that's good, but there's all this unexplored stuff back here too.
Chocobocalinda! Welcome, get your traveling. The beauty's all mine.
Oh, she's the
This
shop
might be a
lady. Oh, yeah.
once-in-a-lifetime shop.
I've never seen anyone like you before. Who are you? And what do you have for sale?
I thought you'd never ask.
This is the fate of that one, Callie from Final Fantasy X-2. Okay, we can buy accessories. Okay. Let's see what she's got, even though I can't, like, read any of it. So we're gonna need wound potions at some point. Because otherwise wounding gets horrible. How much money do we have? Not a whole lot. Okay. We'll get, like, 3 of them for now. Oh, we could buy weapons, though. Physical resist would be nice. IDK though. We don't need Gishal greens. Yeah, let's get new weapons. We do not have enough money. I thought it was 600, but it is 900. So let's sell some of these potions, because we have like 40 of them. Let's sell like 30. We're just gonna get more anyways, it doesn't really matter. We'll buy that other weapon. And is there any accessories we want? Not really at the moment. Because these don't even like fully resist anything. So I guess we're fine for now. Wait, is there other items we need? I don't know what these status effects even do. So I think we're fine for now.
Have a fantastic.
We could just come back if we need to, but also we haven't saved in a hot minute, so let's save. And then we'll equip all of our stuff. Okay. So you have a new weapon. Oh, we can equip up to 3, like, things. Okay. New weapon. Do we have any Crystarium points? Not a whole lot, though. But...
Atlas has the ability. Maybe it's not a different. That's entirely possible.
okay. Things are messed up here. Blah, blah.
This investigation. It seemed like the only reasonable thing.
Oh, now we get some money. Cool. Thanks. Alright. So now I guess let's go... Well, there's an area down here that we need to explore. Man, my, like, weird, like... Not quite completionist, but, like, my... I gotta explore everything right off the bat tendencies are a little extreme, but that's okay. It is what it is. Just more money. Is that gate down here? Yeah.
There are similar glowing objects.
So there's another gate somewhere in the ruins. Okay. Got it. We got a gate seal. IDK what that is, but okay. Sounds important. So I guess those floating box chests are like key items, I guess. But then like the normal ones are like money and like other items, I guess. Alright. Let's go through and probably fight some stuff. So that'll
We can't
be...
let Atlas shut this place down. We need to search the ruins. There might be other gates we can use.
Gotta search.
Exactly. And how can I take you to Lightning without those handy-dandy portals?
The music here is kind of weird. A lot of blips and blops. When do we get Pokemon, though? Oh yeah, I made her the Saboteur, that's right. Maybe I should, like... Serah...
Let's go.
Why do we only have Shell? I don't like playing as Noel. Now we probably should have focused on the Kate Sith first, because it's just casting healing spells. Well, now we know. It also has no health, so that's cool. Oh, we got it! So now we have a Pokemon, okay. Oh, we got both of them. That's Paradigm Pack.
What? The monster turned into Crystal.
Servant of time, daughter of
Oh, now
chaos,
Mog can talk.
unto the world unseen, the untamed you
Mog's
guide.
been working on his poems.
What do you know? It talks.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Guide the Untamed?
You're a Digimon tamer now.
Monsters, Kupo?
Over monsters?
Now that you mention it, Lightning had monsters fighting with her in battle.
You can do the same, Kupo.
Okay. This power, can you show me how it works? I want to learn how to protect myself. Might as well start now.
We're getting Pokemon, though. So exciting. Which is great, because now we have a healer. You've obtained a monster crystal. Yada yada. Sure, we'll do the tutorial, because I have no idea what this stuff means. Party paradigms, paradigm pack. And then you throw the monsters in there. Okay. Browse through monsters using ja. Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, so then I have to manually add them into every party. Well, that's kind of confusing, but okay. We'll move on to the what link? What did that say? Oh gosh. Feral link, okay. Yeah. Okay, they have a special attack. Oh, so they have like a limit break, okay. Alright. And then when the gauge is full, hit X, okay. Oh, and then I have the quick time event, I did wounding damage though. Not like really matters because most enemies don't seem to really, I don't know, like heal themselves a whole lot, but and now we got a robot too. That's cool. Okay, so we're gonna have to set this all up. So let's see here. Party paradigm pack. Let's shove all of our robots and stuff in. So that one's a Ravager and this one's Commando. And then we have a medic. So we're gonna probably mostly use the Ravager. So we'll use the Commando, so we'll have like all Commando squad. And then we'll have 2 Ravagers and a Commando. And then Solidarity will be healer. I don't know, Ravager or something? I don't know. Commando, sure. Scouting party, I don't know. Ravager, sure. Wait, I don't know. Well, this team maybe could use a healer. I don't know. Let's just start fights immediately buffing. That seems good. Let's switch back to Serah, though. Yeah. And let's save. But now we have Pokemon, so that's cool. And then I think I'm gonna stream up to the 3-hour mark, and then I'll probably go make, like, dinner and stuff. I think that's how I'll probably organize these playthroughs. Like, I feel like I should probably have organized them, like, I don't know, per level or something, but some of the levels are kind of short. So separating it like that would be kind of lame. Uh-oh. She's here.
What just happened?
Looks like I'm getting old.
Well, that's not good. Or at least that does not sound particularly very good. I'm excited though, because this means we can like get all of these as Pokemon.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just annihilate it. Now with like an extra Ravager, it's like so much easier to stagger things. And then we could just switch to Commando and just like annihilate them. So that's cool. Good job, squad. Okay. Does this lead somewhere? How do we get down there?
We're sifting through the ruins to see what hidden technologies we can dig up. Since the Val C lost their power, human science is
Sorry, Alyssa. We're having a fight. Okay.
Let's regroup.
It would be nice if the monsters always attacked what I was attacking now. I guess we're doing okay. We didn't get 5 stars though, so I guess we're not doing okay. That's fine. I also don't know what these like droplet items that I'm picking up are. Those are just not a way to get down here. We have to like jump the fence. I don't think we can. Oh well. So I guess we'll just keep trying to progress or whatnot. At least these dudes are back though. Maybe just to speed fights up instead of having the Saboteur be the starter set. Maybe I should just, I don't know, just start as the attacking set. Because we only really need Saboteur Synergist if we're going up against bosses, probably, for the most part. Yeah, so let's fix that. Paradigms, customize this one. Okay. And then how do we level up our little dudes? Oh, that's what we use the droplets for. Okay. So I guess I'll just collect a bunch of those, but we'll probably get better teammates as we go along, but they are kind of invaluable, but I don't really know if any of these ones are gonna stick around in our team for very long, I guess.
Okay, huh? Figures.
And we need an artifact to open it, right?
Right.
I do kind of want that weird little plant dude that we found earlier, though. At least these enemies are super easy. I think there's like a chance every time you defeat one to get it to join. So hopefully we get lucky with some of them. But we can kind of... Yeah, we did get one of them, so that's good. We'll see what he is. He's another Ravager. So I think we're fine with what we have currently. Og found something. But it's invisible again.
We had some supply stations around here. Then they sort of disappeared. Probably another paradox side effect.
Leave it to me.
Oh, now Mog gets the ability, maybe. Mog Hunt is right bumper? Okay. Use your powers. Okay, cool. Nice. That's straight up the artifact we needed. Well, we could go back to where Alyssa's at. We could go grab her thing. Do you have anything different here?
Have you seen that bit? Someone sure wasted their time. I don't like seeing material. I can open up my
Well, I doubt she would have new items like 20 feet away. Well, she does have like these droplets and stuff.
You know I'm counting.
Okay. Cool. So I guess the droplets or whatever, you use them to level up the monsters, but they also increase certain stats. So maybe certain ones will be better than other ones. So maybe I should just collect a bunch, but I also need to like I level up some of them just in case we like fight an enemy so they like don't die instantaneously. I don't really know. I don't really know the best way to go around that. Because in my brain I'm like, okay, save everything all the time, always. But if we just leave our monsters being weak, then that's like the 1/3 of our party that's garbage. So that would kind of suck. Plus there's an area over here that we just straight up didn't explore, apparently. Oh, did I see another invisible thing bopping around there? I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining it.
Oh, this is really smart too for a trainee.
There's nothing even over here. Okay. My bad. Okay.
To show what they can do.
So I guess we'll just keep progressing. But I really do want that plant dude. So maybe we'll farm for a hot minute. Okay. Just so we can figure out what plant dude does, because I hope he's like a saboteur or something, because he like feels like he would be. So. But he's probably also rare or something. I don't know. Where's enemies when you need them, though? But probably if I do go, like, wild with, like, farming or whatever, I might just do it off stream or something, but I don't know. Oh, here's a new dude, though. Does multicast, too. Well, that was kind of nice. I wonder if I could get a sentinel pet. I'm like, I don't really know what I want. We got another gremlin, though. Can we get multiples of them, maybe? I have so many questions. He got me. Because if I do get multiples, what do I even use them for? You know? I guess the pets or whatever, they do retain their feral link, like, gauge between fights, so that's good to know. So maybe we could save that up before, like, hard boss battles and then just, like, annihilate from the get-go, maybe. I'm so bad at strategy, though. Like, strategizing for fights that don't exist yet.
Done and done.
Let's see if we can get Plant Man in like the next 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Is that it?
We'll just keep spinning around in circles. This is probably boring to witness though, so my bad. But man, I'm really excited to keep streaming more of this game though. It's got fun, dumb character moments. The combat's pretty cool. It's got Pokemon. I'm excited to post it to YouTube and see what all gets content claimed. That'll be interesting. But hopefully it's not too much. I wish more people knew about this game, because it is available on Steam now, but I guess the Steam port has some like issues. It's just kind of a bummer. And I'm playing it straight up from my original like copy on my Xbox 360, so hopefully they like report it or something, or like fix it. Do something so more people get aware of the game. But I don't know how likely that is to happen to this one. Also, I'm pretty much exclusively just using the Scandroid dude. I haven't really tried out like the other like pets really. Well, that's because we don't really need to heal a whole lot. But it's nice having at least one healer. Okay, we'll try one more fight for Plant Man, but if he doesn't show up, then we'll bail. So. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're lucky with him. But we do have multicast stuff again, which is good. I need to start thinking about what I'm gonna make for dinner too. I think yesterday I made like a bagel, but with like slices of ham and pepperoni and like a mozzarella cheese. And it was like pretty nice. I think I would like, I think pepperoni's like my favorite like thing. Oh, do we need to find this thing? Okay. We're missing medicine. Okay. So we do truly have to just talk to everyone all the time forever to get all the quests and stuff. Good to know. I don't think I'm ready to go through the gate yet. You look like a Gundam, yeah. I wonder if any of the Gundam video games are any good. Because I think we could go through the gate, but I kind of want to keep exploring.
No,
So, we'll explore a little bit more for a bit. See if we could get some more Pokemons on our team. I think we got one of them. I think I saw this little crystal floating in the air. Yeah, we got a little bug man. That's cool. Okay, Mog, find the item. Okay, we got one of the capsules.
There used to be a cemetery in the ruins, but now it's gone.
Well, that's kind of ominous.
If you come across any gravestones, let me know. It's driving me crazy.
I guess the area up north might take us to that item that's in the prison. Or the cell or whatnot. So maybe we should go that way first.
Sorry.
Also, I should remember to save after this bout. I haven't saved in a hot minute. So I'll do that. I like these battles are super easy. Our little Scandroid friends just like mess things up, dang. He's just going crazy. Let's see what like type the like bug pet we got was. Oh, that one's a Ravager, that one's a Ravager. Which one's got the highest magic stat? They both kind of got the same. This one's higher attack though. This one has higher health. Oh well. And this one's also a Ravager. Okay. This one's got frost proof. I don't know if that's good. I guess we'll try him over the Scandroid for a hot minute. But why is everything we're getting Ravagers? I want like at least a Synergist or like a Saboteur. What are you doing, sir?
Exploring, are we? Someone spotted a thief in one of the tunnels.
Oh.
I hope someone takes care.
Oh, we have to fight it. Okay. Well.
Think you can handle a creature like that? The paradox of watch your.
Okay, definitely should save in case we run into that thing, because it's gonna be like a boss thingy. But, and the Seath used to be people, if I remember correctly, but then they got like corrupted or whatever. I kind of feel bad for these dudes because literally all they want to do is float around and heal. And we just showed up being like, nah, nah, nah. Like, you must perish.
I think there may be a cemetery somewhere in the ruins. Please tell me if you think you found it.
Man, Alyssa's really like pressing about this cemetery thing.
I have to know.
Maybe we could get this dude on our team. I wonder if we should go back to the first area and see if we could get those guys on our team too. We might need to heal. Or we might need to like deprotect. I'm gonna have to like memorize where all these are at. Well, he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. Do I really only have healing on like one thing? Maybe I should make a duplicate. I don't know. Are we ever gonna use this one? I don't know. Let's fix it. Yeah, so it'll be like a duplicate of our Relentless Assault, but just with healing. In case we just need passive healing for a bit. Wait, where am I going? Okay, so we're probably gonna have to go down it a bit, but let's go across first. Let's explore around over here. I think our little gremlin dude's doing pretty okay. Well, that was over in an instant, so that was pretty good. Why do we have like a live camera angle? What is that?
So, about Alyssa, you think we can trust her?
It does kind of feel like she's using us, huh?
She's probably evil.
Okay. When I was a kid, I knew a guy.
Hopefully Alyssa's the boss battle
We
here.
didn't get along too well. He was always trying to get me to do his share of the work. Then one day he asked me to go hunting with him. I refused. I'd had enough of being bossed around. So he ended up heading out alone. And that was the last time I saw him.
Wow.
If I had just sucked it up and gone hunting with him, he might still be alive.
No.
So, now I just do my best to help out. It's better than dealing with the alternative. That isn't fun.
Jeez, wow. I guess we can interact with this gate, maybe.
And all the way out here, you trust your partner.
He's the strong one. I just nuke things with magical spells. Should we just interact with all of these?
If that's true, timeline. Alyssa, when did these...
Well, no one can say for sure.
So they took everyone by surprise.
What are these gates?
They're really useful portals.
These portal things are useful as heck. You can travel to the past or the future as easy as walking through a door.
No. I'm not sure I can tell if you're being serious or not.
Alyssa's like, I am concerned.
It's not working.
Let's go find an art.
Oh, I guess we don't have the artifact for this one. Oh, maybe I should use the artifact on the other gate. Well, I guess there's nothing. Okay, I'll just interact with all of them forever from now on. So we'll have to remember to go back. What's our rune bracelet? Wrong button. Okay. Equipment. It sounds like a mage thing, though. Resist magic, buff duration up. Well, that's good. None of us can equip it, though. So we'd have to get rid of our bangle, but we do kind of need more health than anything, so... Guess that'll have to wait. That was terrible, okay. At least these guys aren't too hard. They don't really stagger very easy though. We should heal. Should I go back now? Well, it looks like this path ends pretty soon. So maybe we're fine.
Shambling monsters creeping.
Is that the same dude from earlier? Does this mean the seat's gonna be up ahead? Why can't we save? Oh, because we were like in a falling animation? Okay. Well, we're at the 3-hour mark, so let's just explore a little bit more and then I'll eat and all that stuff. We'll go interact with the other gate and then maybe we should find this seed, maybe, and go fight it. Maybe that would be cool. I really want the big bug on my team though, but no. So I guess that just hooks up with the other path, really. Okay. But there was that pathway that went down, I think. Man, we really need to get like Fyra or something. Just some sort of AoEs would be nice.
Yen.
Although I don't know. if single target spells are generally more effective or not. Because you can just kind of spam them real fast, which is nice. I don't know. Let's go say hey to this little gate thing. Let's see if it does anything.
Can't activate the portal without the key.
What does that say at the bottom? Us. Atlas. Artifact. Alyssa doesn't belong.
What about Alyssa?
Serah, you should take this more seriously.
She's listening.
She's keeping tabs on us.
Damn. Okay.
No good. It won't.
We need to find the right.
Okay, so we still need to go artifact hunting. Okay. Well, let's go down, like, in the sewers or wherever this leads. I really want this dog guy, though. He's just refusing to join our team. I guess it seems like we don't really get duplicates of monsters. Really, maybe? Because we haven't gotten one yet. Oh, we fought a lot of these dudes, so you'd think we would have gotten at least one. And maybe before we go down the lower pathway, we should, like... well, kill these guys first, and then upgrade our Crystarium. What does giant drop do? Oh, that was nice. An instant stagger seems pretty useful, honestly. So I guess even if they're all Ravagers, they might have different barrel links that could be varying levels of useful. So I guess that's important to keep in mind. Okay, Crystarium time. I don't really know what to upgrade. I guess we could just rush Fyra. But we probably do need D-Shell. I don't think we need Wound, though. Poison might be useful at some point. I know Imperil's super useful, but we'll get that at some point. Noel can just rush Commando, I guess. Protect's useful. I don't know if Vigil or Veil or whatever that is does, though. Okay, so let's dump the rest in Commando. Okay. So now his attack's a lot higher, so that's cool. And then I still haven't really decided who I want to upgrade. If anything, part of me wants to lean towards our healer, but just because it's the only person that can heal. Because we haven't unlocked healing yet, but oh well, let's go down.
There's something I just have to make sure of. They can't seal off the ruins. Not yet. They still deal with threats the same way. The government didn't learn anything from the Purge.
Alyssa seems like she's like super like freaking out a little bit. I guess these guys are weak to ice. Maybe next, well, maybe next would be good to get the Ravager bonus. Unless we could get the medic roll. But also getting extra ATB would allow us to cast Fire twice. Because I think it uses up 2 ATB bars if I remember correctly. But now we got both of the capsules, so we could turn that in at least. Like hard to think of the order to do things in because it feels like there's so much to like do. Also, if we get more ATB, maybe the bar will increase faster. I don't know. I don't really know how that would work, but okay. You're getting a lot of bolts and stuff though, so that is nice. Let's see what we get for turning in the capsules though. I don't really know who to turn it into. Oh, probably the one with the blue icon over his head.
Yes, these are the counter lucky stars. When we misplaced, now it looks like we, thanks to you, we've avoided.
Oh, that's a fragment. So I guess we fully explored that little zone downstairs or whatever. So I guess we'll just keep progressing along a little bit. Maybe I'll go until 3:30. Or 3 hours 30, I mean. Oh, Fire was cool. It was like a little mini, like, fire explosion. I wish we could get an accessory to increase our magic damage, though. Okay, let's check them. Well, let's save. I hit the wrong button. I was like, let's check the map. But map. Okay, current position. Okay, yeah, we have explored everything down there, so I guess let's go up and all the way to the left and then all the way to the right first before we progress to where we're supposed to. Just so we don't miss anything. I still can't believe we only fought that plant dude like once. Like, where did he go? Oh, Fire did quite a bit of damage, actually. We're getting a bunch of droplets, so maybe I shouldn't feel too bad about using them.
It's Atlas!
So we're gonna not go that way.
We've detected a large energy surge in the center of the ruins. Another unknown device has appeared.
Did the device appear along with Atlas? If Atlas is a weapon built by humans, they must have designed a way to stop it.
And that machine showing up is no coincidence.
Right.
Two choices. We try that new device and hope it controls Atlas. Or do it the old-fashioned way and fight him head-on. No regrets,
Well,
no
if
looking
we
back.
fight him head-on, we'll probably die. I live in the moment.
I'm all for living in the moment. I'm with you. No regrets.
All
Oh, we should have consulted Mog, though. Maybe Mog would have given us more poetry. On the stairs. There's a lot of dudes.
Sorry.
Also, I think some of these are the guys that are weak to fire, and some of them are the guys that resist fire, but they all kind of look the same to me. Like, they're all just dudes wiggling and jiggling about. Like, I can't tell them apart. You know? Okay. Maybe you have new stuff in your shop now.
If it's the shop.
No, no, all the same. All the same. Cool.
You know I'm counting.
We might need more wound potions though at some point. Where these enemies spawn at now? Chocolina's just chilling there while this like robot's right next to her. Man, these guys are kind of strong though. Like, I think if we fought 2 of these, we might be in for some trouble. But as long as it's just one, it's like, I think we can handle it.
Good work,
oh, now he's
everyone.
dead. It's like, choose between attack or heal. Okay, so the Seath is probably going to be one of these directions, but we'll find out. Oh, well, here's the Seath, I guess. We might need to heal on this one.
Your turn.
Okay, let's try and like protect them or something. Okay, we got him with that. And then just heal a bit. And we'll probably just okay. Hopefully we can heal. Okay. I think we'll be okay. As long as we just heal in time and don't get hit twice in a row. Fire does a lot of damage though. I'm a little scared. Oh, our little pet dude almost died. Okay, I think we got it. Sweet. That was a little spooky. So that was our hardest fight yet. We got 1 star. It's terrible. But we beat him.
Come on, Mom.
And then we can go turn that in. Let's save though. And I think once we finish the Atlas thing, maybe that'll be... Why is there a live camera here? Oh, are we talking to Noel?
Hey, Noel. Is Atlas used in some war that happens in the future?
Let me think. Yeah, I remember this.
Are you forgetting stuff?
My memories are unreliable. There are events I should remember, but my memory is hazy, like I'm seeing them through fogged glass. But not this time. I remember this one. There was a war, hundreds of years before I was born. That's when Cocoon crashed into Pulse.
What about the pillar, though?
But what happens to Cocoon's pillar? What happens to Lightning and the others?
They say the pillar crumbled. In my age, there's nothing left but crystal sand.
Ooh.
If we travel to the future, maybe we can stop it.
Who's to say what's possible? That could be the reason we're here in the first place.
And I feel like this would be like the worst situation to like get into, is like a thing where you have to preserve the timeline but also kind of mess with it a little bit, you know? It'd be so hard to tell if what you're doing is right or if you're just messing it all up. Like, super badly. But... okay, should we turn in the quest first? Or... let's look at the map again. Because I think the control thing's over there, and then down leads to Atlas. So maybe we should go turn it in. Uh-oh. Well, this fight may be a little bad. Okay. Oh, that didn't do a whole lot that time. Wait, does every time I paradigm shift, does our ATB fully fill? No, okay. Uh-oh, we might die. Come on, little healer man, save us. Oh, we got the robot, though. Let's see what he is. He's a sentinel. Well, that could be potentially useful. I feel like it'd be more useful if we were a healer, though, so we could keep him alive, but... I don't know. We can always just use Noel as our sentinel. His attack stat was pretty high, though.
Found the capsule in the ruins. Yeah, you handled that one.
Okay. So we'll turn in this quest and then we'll go say hi to Atlas or whatever. And then I think that'll be it for the stream today. Only issue is we have to stop getting turned around and actually like go the right way to turn this quest in. Does it show on the map where we turn it in at? No. Do we have like a quest thing? In the data log? Status? I don't know. Okay, so we just gotta hunt this man down, I guess. Oh, there's the plant again. Cool. Please, Mr. Plant. Oh, we're like dying. Oh no. Okay. I don't think we got him though. Darn it. All I wanted was the plant man, but we didn't get him. Where do we think the Seath dude was at? Because he was like waddling around over here, wasn't he? Hmm. Oh, we didn't get the big bug on our team either. Dang it. Is he over here? Is he down here? Where'd this man go? Having to hunt down NPCs, Okay, we have to kill the healer. And we did that. Maybe I'll make pasta. Just think about dinner. Think about dinner while I spam the auto battle button. Also, every time I do a battle, I always come out of it like turned around. Wait, do we even have to turn in the Seath quest? Is it already like done? There's an item over there that we need though. We might just straight up already like not have to turn it in. In which case, well, I went back for nothing. So, my bad. Okay. If he's not down here, then I think we're done. Yeah, okay. I don't see him. So we'll just continue on. I guess I should have guessed that because we did get a fragment after that battle, I think. I guess I'll just have to be more aware in the future. Oh well.
Too easy.
I feel like that is like the easiest fight that we have. Wait, did we get the big bug from that? It looks like we had an extra thing. Yeah, we did. Okay. And he's a commando. And he has like really low like stats though. Uh-oh. I hear my family yelling in the background. Ugh. Oh well. Okay, so let's get the control panel thingy after we just fight 1,000 mosquitoes all along the way. How many bugs must we swat? How many? Though it would be kind of fun just to fight Atlas straight up, but I think we just die. But I also just think we'll die every boss battle. I wonder if, like, if I level up our healer, if I could give it Cura. Maybe.
Looks like you lost.
That would be nice. Wait, did we get a... No, we didn't get one from that one. Dang it. Yeah, how does the leveling up the pets work? Okay, let's look at that for a second. Crystarium, look at Healer Boy. So he can get Curaza. Oh, he can learn Raise at some point. So how does this work? I have 35 of these, and I have some number that I can't read, but it's probably 8 or 6 of those. So let's just spam some of these. Hold on. Asuna, that seems useful. Oh, eventually it starts costing more and more. Okay. Well, let's get to this point where we learn Curaza, I guess. Oh, and then it starts costing different materials. Okay. Alright. I don't know what the med bonus is, so I guess we'll give him the ATB Gauge upgrade. Just so you can cast more cures. Okay, and then yeah, we straight up just can't use other items. So I guess then we shouldn't feel bad about upgrading them. You know? Okay. Well, that's reassuring, but also we don't have a whole lot of these, so that kind of sucks. But we can at least make our 2 that we use the most kind of upgrade them a little bit. What's the difference between the mana droplet and the potent droplet, though? Are these more magic based? I guess, yeah, okay. Alright, now I kind of... Okay, I got some cogs in my brain starting to, like, move now. Okay. Well, I guess we should just do our Crystarium while we're at it, too. Should we still just keep focusing on Ravager, I guess? We got Thundera now, so that's nice. The other skills seem kind of like garbage that are up ahead, though. So maybe we should get, like, Power Chain or whatever. And then maybe some Saboteur stuff. Poison might be useful. Okay. And then, what's the next Synergist thing? I don't know what Veil does. I don't know what Smite or anything does either, though. I don't really know what direction to go here. I guess we'll just get Veil and stuff. Sure. Okay. Alright. We probably just messed everything up, but that's okay. It's just called learning. Yeah, it's gonna be like a 4-hour stream at this point. Yeah, the level up system's kind of I don't know. It's kind of cool that you can kind of like, I don't know, gear them how you want a little bit at the beginning of the game. I think that's kind of nice. But at the same time, it is a little overwhelming right off of the bat. Also, the fact that you don't start with all the rolls, I kind of get it, but the fact that we can't heal until we get the medic roll is kind of crazy to me, but like all you could do is spam potions. But besides that, it'll kind of make some sense, I think. Oh, that was a really nice Spyro. I definitely want the medic roll. I don't care who gets it first.
Must be it.
I probably should have saved before we approached it. Uh-oh. And we died. Get him, Mog. Yeah. I thought we would activate the switch and then fight the boss, but I guess we're just, Why did it show the logo? Are we dead? Did we mess up that badly?
Where are we?
A time labyrinth, Koopo.
Oh no, do we have to do puzzles?
Oh no.
We have to figure out the labyrinth and its puzzles before we can get out.
Oh my god, no. Don't make me do this. Temporal rifts, mystery, puzzle. Any tile, oh, you can only go over the tiles once and collect all the crystals along the way. Okay, that's not so bad, right? I could do that. I'm not that stupid. Right? This is a little easier than the Ni no Kuni 2 like puzzles. Girl, hold on. How do I do this? I think I messed this up already. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, never mind. I had the right idea, I just went one step too far. Because I got excited. So you gotta collect the crystals, because that's what Final Fantasy is all about. If there's a Final Fantasy puzzle game, I'm not interested. I don't want it. I don't know. At least these are pretty easy, though. That's good. The second I hear puzzle, though, I'm just instantly like... It's over. Like, tragedy will befall me. Also, every time I see the title screen, I get scared. I'm like, did my game crash? Oh no. Puzzle in my RPG?
Let's see what it does, yeah?
Let's.
Okay. Alright, girls, let's hit this switch. Let's do this thing. This is the weirdest switch I've ever seen in my entire life.
All we can do is pray.
Like, how would you even activate this? Like, what is this?
Please work.
Like, imagine you come in for first day working as an IT support and they hand you that and they're like, I can't figure it out. I'd be like, no one can.
Finally, can you hear me now? It looks like Atlas is starting to slow down a little.
Sounds like we did something.
Okay. Let's do this Atlas fight, and then that'll be it for the stream. If we can even get to Atlas. Because we're gonna have to fight everything along the way. This should, in theory, be easier, because we do have higher stats now. Yeah, this time we didn't get close to dying immediately, so I think that's pretty good. I really don't know why she wanted to cast Thundara so badly there, but I guess that's relatable. Okay. Wait, which way's up? Okay. Thank you for believing in me. That was like 3 conversations all happening at once. Every time I see this arrangement, I get scared though. I think we're fine. I believe in us. I am so glad we heal after every battle though, because just imagine making it down one of these hallways like this. Like, oof. Serah might need some healing though. What is this skill? What is that? I want one of these weird floating catmen though. As a pet. I'm surprised we even got 3 stars for that. That was terrible. We did so bad, but okay. Let's finally get this item here. We got a hat! Okay. How does this work? Where's outfits? Can we put it on Mog? Wait. Wait a second. Oh yeah, we could put it on monsters. Adornments. He's got a little hat. So good. Can we put it on all of them? Oh, little robot man can't wear a hat. Dang it. That's precious. That's so good. See, this is immediately why this is like... Okay, this in 10-2, it's kind of feeling like a toss-up for me now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm really enjoying this more than I remember enjoying it. But I used to enjoy this a lot, so maybe this is my favorite Final Fantasy? Question mark? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking it might. I know my top 3 for sure is this, 10-2, and then World of Final Fantasy though. But... the World of Final Fantasy is just all Pokemon. This is some Final Fantasy, some Pokemon. And then 10-2 is all Final Fantasy. But with outfit changes. So it's like... strong arguments can be made for all 3. And this thing really doesn't want to heal Noel like at all. Okay. The little hat. Oh, so good. So we now have to get a bunch of those adornments. That's the goal. Okay, let's fight. Let's go fight this man. Hopefully it goes okay. If it doesn't, then, well, we tried. And then we'll come back to it next room. But we'll give it at least one shot. Because I really don't know how much grinding this game expects you to do. Because you know some of them, like, I don't know, like Final Fantasy, it feels like some of them like want you to like really badly. Also, could Serah use magic before she got the bow? Because, like, LeBeau said that she learned magic. So I'm like, did it even... I don't know, could we have done this since day one? I just want to know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Is that it?
It was probably explained, sort of, kind of, but I just didn't really get it. It's like, okay. Get this item, definitely. Okay, Phoenix down, that's great. Okay. We'll save. How many tries do we think this is gonna take? Hopefully just one. Well, let's use our Crystarium. Yeah, like, how does magic, like... I want those answers, too. Should I get Dispel? Oh, it's a little out of our level range that we could probably get, though. We can upgrade Ravagers somewhere, though. So at least there's that. And then Noel, should he just go full commando, I guess? I don't know. What a phrase, though. Dang. Okay. We learned Smite, whatever that means. And then maybe we can upgrade our little Gremlin man a little bit more. Oh, we need more droplets, dang it. Well, we could give him these mana droplets, at least, because I think we're going to stick with him for a hot minute. Well, we could give him literally one level. Cool. Okay. Hoplite we haven't even used yet, so there's that.
And not.
Well, I mean, we used him for like 4 seconds, so at least there's that, but he might come in handy during this fight. We're really gonna fight this. What kind of logic? Serah just learned how to use a bow like yesterday. Like, oh. Alright, so first things first, we're just gonna switch to casting Deep Protect. Well, at least his HP's really low from using the switch thing, I guess.
Let's do it.
Okay, but if we can land Deep Protect, at least that'll help us. You might need to heal. Okay, we'll heal a little bit. I don't know, let's just go straight up into murder attack mode. Why did I do leader change? That was the wrong button. We're changing back, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna attack. We're just gonna attack and heal and let Kate Sith do his thing. This is bad.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, this'll work.
Can we just like focus on staggering him, I guess? Because he's like close-ish, sort of, kind of.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, we got him. Alright. Now Hoplite can come into play. We can use this little skill thing. Well, I messed that up horribly, so never mind. Atlas is almost dead, though.
So how'd we do?
We did it!
Okay.
No!
I'm on it!
What are they gonna do against this, like...
Hey!
What just happened?
What the?
How did we get here?
No! Look out!
Move!
Throw Serah, dang.
I think I found his weak spot. Ready?
Do it!
Wait for it.
Now!
I guess his sword's also like a lance. That's kind of cool. Shadow of the Colossus, yeah. That's straight up what that was, dang. Oh, I got a fragment.
Whoa, now what?
We really didn't find a single artifact this whole thing, though. Okay.
I wonder what caused the paradox effect.
This is just a theory, but I think there might be someone out there derailing history and bending the timeline.
So that's the one from a different timeline.
Out of nowhere.
Who would do something like that? Freak accident? Yada yada. Maybe it's just an accident.
You know, this might all be a natural occurrence. Like, I don't know, a time quake or something.
Interesting idea. The gates would be like cracks in the continuum.
Lol's like, sure.
Through one of them.
Oh, you got a fragment.
Alyssa, we took Atlas down. That place you were looking for is right in front of us.
That's great news! I'm on my way!
She wind sprints over. Okay, well, we beat Atlas, so I think we're gonna... Well, maybe we... Should we just finish this level? I guess let's... Okay, let's just get it over with. Let's just look at Alyssa's cutscene. You did it! We did it!
Here lie the innocent victims of chance, cast out and cast down. May their souls find the path that leads them.
Oh, this is the graveyard, okay.
Cast out. These must be victims of the purge.
This is it! This is the place!
thought I might be. But that's not my name. Then whose is it? Kubo. It's my friend's. She died here, running from the purge.
She thought her name was gonna be on the gravestone.
I'm one of those who survived.
What does that mean?
5 years ago, the entire town of Bodum was wiped out by the army. I was there, visiting my friend. Then everything went to hell. We ran and hid with the other fugitives. But just as the troops were pulling out, that's when the ceiling of our hiding place collapsed. Ever since then, I've had the same dream. I'm trapped under rubble. It's dark. I'm in pain. I can barely breathe. The next thing I know, I rise out of my body. I'm standing before this grave.
So maybe in another timeline she died?
It's mine. After seeing that image so many times, I started to think that maybe I did die back then, and the life I'm living now is just an illusion. Alyssa, do you feel that way
Wow.
too?
Well, you seem real to me.
Real enough.
We just start aggressively pinching her, being like, wake up, wake up.
Even if they all forget, I never will. And neither will I. I can never forget. The events that scarred Alyssa.
She's spitting
were
facts.
scarred by Lassie. If I had never become Lassie, if I had never made those
Oh yeah, that's
mistakes,
from 13. So
then the purge, well, it may never have happened. Lightning, is there any way to make up for the suffering we've caused? Can we ever give back what we've taken?
we still haven't gotten an artifact yet, though. Oh, okay. It's like, here's an artifact for you. Here's another one. Okay.
Okay then. I think that wraps things up for Alyssa. Now for our little quest.
Right.
Let's find an artifact and open a gate.
Okay, so we have two options.
Where should we look?
Well, now we've cleared up the paradox effect. It's possible those sneaky artifacts have come out of hiding. Let's try searching those areas we couldn't reach.
Okay.
Time for some moogle magic. Kubo!
Mod cast meteor.
Mog, you can help?
Destroys
You're a
everything.
lifesaver.
Well, let's get this item that's floating over here. Just gotta see it floating. Oh, we got a lucky clover. Okay, and then Mog's over there is detecting an artifact, and there's another one. But I think we're gonna leave that for next stream, because that's gonna take us to the next level. We're at like the 4-hour mark. So, let's see. Oh, you want to look at the chocobo? Let's go stare at him. Why his body so big, but head so tiny? A valid question. And now he's just gone. Okay. Let me look at you in the face. Okay. They're still cute, though. But we'll leave off on the chocobo. But yeah. This is our first stream of Final Fantasy XIII-2. I hope it's been fun. I really love this game a lot, which I like kind of forget about. But yeah, this has been a long stream. But I think it's worth it because it's gonna be a long game. But yeah, so we've beaten like the first 2 levels kind of sort of, and like yeah, we're gonna keep progressing through and keep doing our best to get through it and get more Pokemon, so I'm pretty hyped for that. So that all said, let's go ahead and get this game music out of here and transition to our ending stream screen and all that. So, whoop, there's that. And now the game should be muted, I think, sort of, kind of. And then we're gonna listen to some iTunes music to lead us out. But as always, to everyone watching on either YouTube or Twitch or watching it as a VOD or a recording or wherever you might see this, I hope you enjoy it. And as always, thanks for watching.